Hello. Hello.
Yo, guys, what's up?
Oh, God.
I don't have a transition. We're just here.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Yo, what's up? Oh, God, there's a lot. Okay, what's up, Beats? What's up, Zeronas? What's up, Wiggle Stick? Thank you for the slurping. Thank you. Hello, Sombrero. Hello, Gray. Hi, hello, Gray. How's it going? How's it going? What'd you learn at school today?
Yeah, tell us what you learned at school right now.
If you can't tell me
you're
what you learned
grounded.
at school, then you need to turn off the stream and go study because you didn't learn enough. Just woke up.
Yeah.
Yo, me too. Oh man. Jay's preparing himself to make booze. Good job, Jay.
Yep.
I wish I could have some, but you know, laws, you know, those pesky laws. You know they are.
I'm going to be honest. I'm gonna reevaluate the bounds of those and see if I can't read deeper. No. I mean, like, because the last time I looked, I was not like fully sober.
Fair
and
enough.
then like I gave it a quick glance afterwards. I'm like, yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it. So I'm gonna look over them again, and what I might be able to get away with is if I visit someone, I can check a bag with it in there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, yes, checking the law when you're like drunk, very good.
Yeah. Well, because I was drinking it, and then someone's like, "Oh, I'd love to have that." I'm like, "Let me look this up."
Yeah.
Because nothing
I'm
like a drunk rabbit hole.
Yeah, when I'm taking a little sippy while driving at night, and the cop pulls me over, I'm like, I looked up law. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see shit. I learned that sometimes if a third-party library is causing a memory leak, if it's small enough, it's simply easier to just abandon it and find another library than to try to force it to work. That's what you learned. Interesting.
Wow.
You learned something. Congrats on that money you're probably spending, right? You're spending money, right? That's fun. By school, I mean my job. Oh, well, you know, you learn something. Every day is a school day, even if you're not in school, you know? You learn something new.
Yeah.
What'd you learn today? Did you learn anything today, Jay?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I learned that
Every day's a school day.
Yeah, I honed my skills at tying a bunch of knots.
Oh, I don't know how to tie a knot. Well, I mean, on my shoes. I could tie my shoes. I can't. I can tie a garbage bag. I can't tie any knots. I was in like Cub Scouts. I was in the Boy Scouts. I didn't know how to tie a fucking knot. I was never told how to do it. But you know, congrats on your knot tying abilities.
They're
getting up there, you know.
Very basic, messy knots because I never really learned anything beyond some really basic stuff, and then I just intuit other things.
Knot's a knot. Everybody give it up for Jay and Zeronis for learning something today. Congrats. Yay.
I don't what is this bit?
I don't know, man. I'm tired. I fucking come up with anything I can.
I can see that.
The barrel's
Well,
empty
hear
and I'm
that.
scrounging at the bottom. It's like, yeah, that's like a wood shaving off the bottom of the barrel. There's like nothing there.
Hello.
Yeah, it is. There's just a little dried crust in the like bottom like rim. That's about it.
Yeah, I've been out at sea for like 3 years. I didn't, you know, I went at the port, you know, just take a bathroom break. I didn't think to buy food.
Yeah, your ass is fucking out of salted pork.
Woo! I somehow became an Eagle Scout without learning how to tie any good knots. What the fuck? How? Is that like the thing that the Boy Scouts do? Is like, y'all know how to tie knots, right? And like, you know, set a fire and like get eaten by mountain lions and then like sell shitty popcorn, right? That's like your whole thing.
Is it popcorn? Huh.
Yeah,
I guess the Girl Scouts are cookies.
yeah, the Girl Scouts have cookies, and then you'll see next to them like the Boys selling popcorn, and nobody will be at the Boys buying the popcorn.
Because it's like bagged popcorn.
This is fucking shit. I ate that popcorn. It's dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at like unless I'm getting like a bag of it from a carnival and it's kettle corn, I'm not that interested. And even then, it's like it rides the same line as Taco Bell does for me as
Right.
like this is kind of ass, but I fucking love it.
Right. I'm not really into a lot of out there. I like butter popcorn, and I like on like the rare occasion like the caramel corn, and then nothing else. I don't want fucking anything else. I'm like boring. I don't know if I'm like weird. I know there's apparently like a company that makes like artisan popcorn of like various different kinds of weird flavors you never think to do.
Okay.
Let me look that up actually. Artisan. I don't know. That's the place I thought of, but I mean, what flavors does this place have? Bourbon espresso caramel.
What the fuck? I don't want that in a popcorn.
Mesquite smoked cheddar.
Yeah, give me like
Truffle.
a butter. Oh god, give me like here's my list. A simple like buttered. All right. A kettle corn. I do like a kettle corn. Perhaps a small amount of a caramel corn.
Mm.
There's a difference.
Okay.
I can go for a small amount of cheese popcorn. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. The unholy combination of well, it's not unholy. It's actually quite great. Caramel and cheese corn though will make me fucking devour way more than I wanted to.
This sounds fucking ridiculous. I could not. This.
It is.
Sweet cheese Pinewood Derby. That's what they were called. We had to make. Oh yeah. I did the Pinewood Derby when I was a kid. That shit ruled. I love making a little car and then watching it suck ass.
What I'm saying is like separately, I would only want a little bit of either cheese or caramel. But if you put them together, I'm fucking in there.
Right. I like this one that's just called Herb.
Herb.
I want you to guess the prices. The price range, like the lower end and the higher end of
artisanal popcorn.
Of like, I think it's like a size thing, right? Quality. Yeah. Box of 6, box of 24. Okay, yeah. I want you to guess the lowest, the low price.
6, box of 24.
I want you to guess. I want you to guess the most basic, the lowest price, the box of 6 for an artisan popcorn.
$36.
It's not too far actually. It's 43.
Oh.
The box of 24 is 159.
Jesus God.
You want your herb corn? Get the herb corn. You can get the churro corn. Chorn. The prickly pear caramel.
Why?
Sweet chili lime. I don't know, man. The jalapeno cheddar, that might not actually be awful. Like the one that
Yeah,
might.
but I'm not gonna pay that much for popcorn.
I'm also
gonna
not
go
paying
do
like
it myself.
Yeah, I'd rather just make it myself. Like I'm not made of money, dude. The economy's in shambles. Eggs.
Eggs, houses,
Enough
everything
said.
bad.
The eggs speak for themselves.
Leather stuff calls you Godspeed.
Oh my god. Yeah, $6 to $15, and if you're like, I'm low, yeah, no, that's definitely low. Absolutely. Local Boy Scouts sell moon pies since the popcorn sucks. I'll be honest, I don't like moon pies that much either.
Yeah.
Most important
They're whatever.
thing in Boy Scouts is how to piss on fire you started to put out. I remember going to like camp with the Boy Scouts for like you had parents there for like supervision, but like it's for like a night. And I remember I think it was like 2 different troops, and they were like a good distance away from each other, but like still in like the same general area where you could just like walk to the other one if you really wanted to. And there was like a good forest, like set of trees and forestry in between the 2 of them. And the kids got the idea to like start setting up traps and start digging trenches.
Yeah,
so that they would go to war
right.
with each other at nighttime.
That sounds exactly like something kids would do.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. My dad didn't want me to do that. As soon as he started seeing them like make traps, like fucking leaves over pits traps.
Oh my god.
They were going in, dude. It's crazy.
Good casting.
Yo, what's up,
Yeah,
Grab?
I get
Hey, Pika.
I get your dad not wanting to fucking fall into a punji pit.
I wasn't
Like,
happy about
shit.
it, to be honest. I was very jealous of the kids who got to play war.
Yeah.
I mean, congrats on your yellow mandarin fish. What the fuck is that? That's
Good
disgusting. There's some horrific
Yeah, I don't-
creatures in the deep, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you have? What the fuck is Grime Rave? What kind of emote is that?
That's one of Gray's.
Yeah, it's like the saddest rave colors.
He is a little desaturated in there, but I think it adds to it.
It does. I never did get my Punji Pit badge when I did scouts. I remember getting like marbles. I played marble. They got like a marble badge. I don't know what badges I got. It was so long ago. I think I only did it to like the 3rd grade. No, like the 2nd grade actually. Yeah, 2nd or 3rd grade is when I stopped. Law school sucks. They teach you how to be most an asshole in the world and traumatize you by that. Yeah, I mean that's Just the color hue change. I see. Okay, well, it's time to be what we're all qualified to do, which is be lawyers.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh God, it's so loud. Okay, so it's still so loud. It's a
Please, this is a genuine cry.
Okay.
I'm begging you.
we good?
Are we?
I don't know. How's it on your end?
Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine. Okay, chat, is this fine? I hope it's fine. I didn't adjust my overlay at all for the 4x3. I'll be honest. I didn't have time. I was working on other stuff.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass. I don't do it.
Game is a little loud. Jay is a little quiet. Understood. I will lower the game a bit. I'm lowering it to fucking 10.
Yeah.
And then I'll raise you. How do I stop looking at my own stream? How do I stop looking at my own stream on Discord? Oh shit.
Fucking panic, bitch.
Show non-video. No, I want that. No, sir, stream. Stop. No, I don't know how to stop. I don't know how. I want to look at you though. I want to look at you.
Okay. Just stop the stream to me, and then we'll put it back up once you're done.
Okay. Oh, I could just click on the screen. It's fine. All right, speak for me, baby. Okay.
Yeah, okay, hey, how's it going, hon? How you doing? You're gonna call me baby. I'm gonna fucking fire back, you son of a bitch.
Okay, I could probably raise it by like 5 more.
Yeah. I'm just gonna arbitrarily agree with things you say.
Yeah, yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what it. I was gonna tell like a fucking stereotypical 1940s joke about how I hate my wife or something. Like, yeah, put it. But I didn't feel like it anymore.
Yeah, we can move on from this bit now.
We can move on from this bit forever, maybe.
We can put it down.
And I'll forget about that.
We can put it down, walk away.
That we put it down in like a week.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to Hero of Law. It's a new-ish ROM hack for Ocarina of Time. That's Phoenix Wright, and apparently it can just work on an N64 for real though. As long as you had,
awesome.
As long as you had the expansion pack, you apparently need that.
Yeah. Wow.
That's fucking weird to see.
It's neat though.
It is. So quiet. I need to play more Ocarina of Time. I should probably play it again. Do you think they forgot? Forget a royal visitation. No one can make such a blunder, princess. I guess I should just go in then. Oh my fucking god, he's dead.
Holy shit.
It was like blood.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, Mario.
Ocarina of Time creepypasta. Mario dead.
Ben Drowned is here. Mark 17th, 9:37 a.m. I wrote Grand Court, defendant lobby number 3. Oh fuck, he talked. Hey, do you want the prosecutor? Or do you want Link?
I'll be the prosecutor. You be the main character. It's your goddamn stream.
All right. You think that after so many years of doing this, I'd be used to the stress. So why am I shaking? I guess it's a lot worse when it's your friend's life that's on the line. Come on, gotta look professional. You can't see it like this. This fucking Song of Storms remix.
Yeah, this is really good though.
Speaking of her though, where is she anyway? Hey, you over there.
What is it, attorney? Trial isn't starting yet.
But it will be soon, right? Would you happen to know why my client isn't here yet? I didn't get to speak much with her when she was arrested, so I was hoping I could at least exchange a word with her now.
Well, you weren't the only one with the idea. I believe she's currently in the prosecutor's lobby. You wanted to talk to her as well.
What? What is up with this? Wait, hold on. What is up with this guy? He bars me from the crime scene, blocks my detention center visits, and now this?
Not to worry. She'll definitely be here before the trial.
Great. That'll be a joyous 5 minutes indeed. There's nothing I can do but wait. Yeah. Okay, this is ridiculous. How much longer can you keep her?
Ah, see, there she is. I don't need to get all worked up.
Something wrong? Did I hear shouting? So much for looking professional. No, don't worry. Everything's fine. This is Malin. Ever since we met in Hyrule Castle Town all those years ago, we've been great friends. Her heart's in the right place. I know she cared deeply about her father. Everything's fine. Why do you look so worried? How'd the investigation go? Did you find anything? Yeah, the investigation. I found tons of groundbreaking stuff. Particularly that my opponent's a real scumbag. What did the prosecutor want from you anyway? It was mostly just threats. Kept explaining in detail what would happen to me if I'm found guilty. That doesn't sound like a vile discussion that need to happen right before the trial. He probably just did that so he wouldn't have as much time to talk. You believe in me, right? I didn't do it. I'd never. Of course I believe. I always believe in my clients.
You gotta believe.
I'll be honest, things aren't looking very good right now. What's that you got there? Oh, this is just a pictograph of my father I carry around. I just can't believe he's gone. Wish I knew how to cheer her up right now. I'm not very good at handling emotional clients. Hey, you know, that pictograph could be really useful for the trial. Oh, how so? Well, you look so happy together. I can present it to show that you two had a great relationship. You really think so? Well, here you go then. At least I'll be walking in there with something other than my badge. But wait, we shouldn't just be idly chatting. Anyway, there's not much time left. I know it's hard to talk about, but could you tell me exactly what actually happened? I don't stand much chance if I don't know your version of the story. Understand? Unfortunately, there really isn't much to...
The trial is starting. Defendant, attorney, please enter the courtroom at once.
Uh-oh, should have said that stuff about having no chance. Alright, everything will be fine. The prosecutor's been playing me for a fool since this began, but sooner or later, his arrogance will be his undoing. Let's head inside. My name is Link. I've been a defense attorney for the last 7 years. I've won my fair share of cases, and lost some too, but this one is personal. There's so much at stake here. Not only do I have to save Malon's life, I've got to find out who did this to Talon. Talon, he was always so kind. He didn't deserve this. I need to do him justice. I can't lose this. Malon is a Larry Butts. It's a fucking Ganondorf.
It's fucking Ganondorf. Should I take judge as well, or since you have Malon?
Yeah.
All right. Court is now in session for the trial of Malon of Longmon Ranch.
His fucking suit. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I sincerely doubt that. Hold on, that doesn't feel good. What were they thinking, pitting me against some pathetic kid?
Pathetic kid? What gives it right?
Still your tongue. You bring shame upon the fine color of your hair, vile woman. Before long, the world shall know the horrible deeds you've committed. Let us not prolong the inevitable. Shall we begin? Now, this court is no place for to be exchanging insults. Since the prosecution seems ready as well, let's hear their opening statement. The opening statement shall also be the closing one. The girl did it. It's obvious. She killed her own father in cold blood. Oh, so she could have the ranch to herself. Couldn't wait for the old fool to die naturally, could you, you greedy little rat?
Your Honor, you can't allow this man to verbally abuse a defendant like this.
Ha! She committed murder, kid. She deserves every last bit of scorn she gets. I do believe a little less commentary wouldn't go amiss. I assure you, old man, you'll change your opinion once you see all the damning evidence.
Who is this guy? How can you speak to the judge like that? Ganondorf Dragmire. It's like I've been lucky to avoid meeting this man until now. The stories I've heard about him must be true. A boorish barbarian of a man hailing from the Gerudo province. Apparently, he prides himself on the nearly clean streak he's cultivated for decades, all while disrespecting everyone in the court, including the judge. I don't know how he gets away with it. It's kind of crazy. I even heard some attorneys referred to him as the King of Evil. Definitely has that look at the very least. Who wears a foot? Oops.
Very well. Please present your case to the court. You don't seem to like me talking, so I'll just let the detective present the basics. Bring Empa of the Sheikah Force to the stand.
Well, here we go, the first battle. I know Empa. She's quite a competent detective, which worries me. Please let her have made a mistake just this once.
All right. State your name and whatever it is you pretend to do.
You never change, do you, prosecutor?
Any possible change would be for the worse. Now, stop wasting time. Name and occupation.
Oh, man. Very well. I'm Impa, head detective of the Sheikah Force, Homicide Division.
True for now, at least. Well, what are you waiting for? Start talking. You were once assigned to this. You were the one assigned to this case, so you know all about it. What calamity has befallen our fair kingdom?
So it can't be bothered to give a proper opening statement.
I'm gonna fucking murder my throat.
I know. I the second I heard you do Ganondorf, I was like, oh, he's killing it. He's like, I can hear the gurgle in his fucking throat. He's gonna destroy it. You sure you want to keep doing that one? That voice?
It's too late. It's too
too
late.
late. It's too late.
I've already grabbed it.
Jay, please. I suppose I can do the prosecutor's job for him this time, for the sake of an unbiased look.
Please, go ahead, detective.
The incident happened early yesterday morning on Lon Lon Ranch, a local supplier of goods located just south of Castletown. The current owner of the homestead, Talon, was found dead in his ranch house.
A tragic loss for our kingdom for sure. I have seen the man around Castletown a number of times, delivering goods.
Quite. The owner was a rather important figure in the local community. In any case, we were alerted to the scene of the murder by the Royal Guard. We were there on official business.
Official business? What kind?
As I understand, the ranch provides the kingdom with vital services. To ensure it is operating as it should, and as a gesture of appreciation, the Crown orders a visitation to the ranch every year.
I see. A scheduled annual visit. Continue, detective.
You had to think about it.
Yeah.
When the Sheikah Force arrived, they found the victim bleeding out onto the floor. Next to him lay his daughter, Malin, breathing but unresponsive. After a thorough investigation, we arrested her, as she was deemed the only possible culprit. That about covers the gist of what happened.
Very nice and succinct. Keep that up and perhaps you'll keep your job. I don't think the good detective here has to worry much about that, given she is the head of the department. Which reminds me, why is the head of the detectives herself on a case like this? Were the other detectives unavailable?
That would be because I've been assigned to this case by order of the King of Hyrule himself.
The king himself assigned you. That doesn't happen very often, does it?
You are correct, Your Honor. I am not usually involved in field work like this. This time, however, the king felt it necessary because of who is involved.
Who is involved? Is the death of a ranch worker really such a concern for the king?
Well, as I said, Lon Lon Ranch is a very important supplier of goods, to be sure. But that's not who I meant. I imagine the king wanted the top investigators on this job because it was the royal princess herself who discovered the crime scene.
I also like how she brings out a knife.
Yeah, I don't think that's allowed.
Like, hey, are we cool with that?
Yeah, she's allowed to do that? Are we good?
I will have order. The royal princess Zelda witnessed the crime. Ah, and there you have it. This case rides on the princess's own words. To doubt it would be to doubt your own royalty.
This is bad. I can't really object to that.
Very well. If the princess is testifying today, it's better we don't make her needlessly wait. Detective, please testify about exactly why the defendant was arrested. Oh, thank God, I don't have to talk for a second. The judge is a good break.
I bet anything is a good break from whatever you're doing there.
I'm gonna be honest, I just took my Von Karma voice that I did way back when and just went for it.
Oh my God, dude. I don't know how you have like a throat at all anymore. After doing Von Karma.
I get a new one every 2 years. Just swap it out.
Costs a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is with regret that I agree with Dragmire. All the evidence points towards this girl being the culprit. We determined that the murder definitely took place inside of the ranch house. There were only 3 people on the ranch: the victim, the defendant, and a worker who has an alibi for the time of the crime. The defendant was found unconscious right in front of the victim, who was bleeding out onto the floor. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without a doubt, that's what we used to kill the victim, like the thing that I have in my hand.
Yeah.
Seems like such a bright girl. It's most unfortunate.
Well, it seemed like she had a hand saw. Well, not a like.
But
it
yeah,
seemed
it
like
looked
she
like
had a saw.
Yeah, she had like a
Like a
saw.
wood saw.
Yeah. Your Honor, I would like to submit these pieces of evidence to the court. First, I have the autopsy report performed by the Crown's top coroner. Here is what we determined to be the murder weapon, which we took from the defendant's hands. Yeah, it's a saw, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
To make sure we had the correct weapon, we conducted a very thorough investigation. Naturally, we searched everyone and thoroughly examined the ranch and its vicinity. Nothing unusual was found, but to be safe, we also checked the ranch's inventory list to see whether anything was missing. The list matches the items we found on the ranch exactly, and nothing but the saw had fresh blood on it.
That does sound quite compelling. This must have been a truly terrifying scene. Dying from a wound made by a weapon like this is extremely painful. This only helps to prove the defendant's viciousness.
This rate, they're going to paint Malin as some heartless monster. There is one more thing I feel I should mention for the sake of completeness. Shortly after we arrived at the ranch, a courier showed up to take some milk shipments.
Of course, business must go on. Is this really necessary to enter into evidence, though?
The shipments did end up leaving the ranch, so I feel it bears mentioning. Were the contents checked before you let them go? Naturally. Who do you take us for? Even though the worker handling the shipments did get quite worked up about it, we cracked all the boxes open to check what was inside. In the end, it did turn out to only be milk bottles, so we let them through.
Very well. Thank you for your thoroughness, Detective.
So, what happens now? Well, this is where I step in and perform a cross-examination! Oh, great. How does that work? Huh? You explain what you're going to be doing? I mean, I can't. No! So there's no time for that. You're too dumb and I'm too smart.
My brain too big.
Too big. And you can, if I take off my hat, you're going to see a big bulging brain. Everybody's going to throw up. I'll just try my best to follow along. You know what you're doing. I do. I sure hope so. This might not be easy. Let's just keep in mind that I can press the skip through text. The defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
Bah, a waste of time. I sincerely hope you're not implying that the standard court procedure is a waste of time, Mr. Dragmire. In any case, we're ready, defense. Please begin the cross-examination.
Low Krypton. I see Link has been drafted into court. I don't know.
It's a
if he's-
draft? Fuck.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! Can you just? Can I get a letter in the fucking mail? It's like, hey, yeah, you're gonna represent this person in court. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Fuck.
Hello.
Wait, let me. Oh shit!
You're cross-examining now, idiot.
We're doing it now. What makes you think she's the culprit? I mixed up my R's.
Oh, goddamn it.
She's just about to tell you. Keep quiet and listen.
Right. Sorry. Indeed. As I was saying. Oh, okay. Hold on. I need to proof that I can. Yeah, okay. My shitty little attorney's badge. A picture. Regular wound made with a sharp metal object. Died. Blood loss no later than 8 a.m. Clean of blood? What? I thought I had blood.
Because I think they cleaned it beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Or, well, actually, no, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would maybe
Yeah. Point that
press
one
that.
out. Yeah. Can I not see the other side? No? I guess that doesn't matter. Alright. Pieces? Okay, yeah. I don't think we're gonna need this now. And just how did you do that? It's quite simple. There was no blood found anywhere else. Had the victim been attacked at some other location, we'd expect a trail of it leading to the scene. Couldn't the killer just clean it all up? Certainly not. The path to the ranch house at Lon Lon Ranch is not paved in any way. Cleaning blood off the ground would require disturbing the soil. Naturally, we found nothing of the sort.
There wouldn't have been enough time to pull that off anyway.
Likely true. Right, it sounds like the location of the crime scene is pretty firm. But I'm not giving up yet. Natural evolution of jury duty, lawyer duty? Oh god. Is it
Bad.
The future is like parkour civilization, where if you reach the second tier of parkour civilization, you get assigned a new duty you get drafted into a new job every day. And I guess one of them now is lawyer duty and jury duty and military duty. And oh, that's a lot. 3 people on the ranch, the victim, the defendant, and a worker as an alibi for the crime. Have you watched Parkour Civilization, Jay?
No, I haven't.
It's fucking crazy. It's actually good.
Huh.
I know. It's a show. It's like a shonen anime.
Put it on the ever-growing list of things I need to watch.
Yeah. I guess that would have to be Mr. Ingo.
Let me stop you before you start getting too excited. If you would listen to the rest of what the detective said, you'd notice she mentioned an alibi.
Indeed. We're pretty certain that the ranch worker couldn't have been involved. Well, what is this alibi then? You might remember that I brought up some outgoing milk shipments. Well, the worker Ingo was in charge of them. He left the ranch house first thing in the morning and was busy preparing the shipments after that. That's so. Surely he couldn't have gotten away from that one surely he could have gotten away from that for one really quick little murder. Eh?
Yeah, just, you know.
Hey, it's just a quickie.
This wouldn't be a quick little murder, as you so crudely put it. He'd have to have taken steps to hide his involvement, too. There was definitely not enough time for that.
Unfortunately, I agree. Carrying a shipment is a lot of work. You got to milk all the cows, you gotta clean the bottles, you gotta pour the milk into them, you gotta arrange them in the crates, you gotta load it on the wagon. Usually I had to do it together with Father to finish before the courier arrived. Shipments were already ready when we arrived at the ranch. When we checked the boxes, they were all fully loaded with filled milk bottles. So this Ingo was able to do the work of 2 people on his own? Isn't that a bit odd?
Odd or not, he evidently did just that. Clearly, he's a man dedicated to his job.
Unpasteurized milk. Raw milk.
I love cow shit in my milk.
Blood, pus, and milk.
Yum. Or perhaps the girl and her father are just very inefficient.
This whole thing seems awfully suspicious if you ask me. But I guess I have nothing to dispute it with. The defendant was found unconscious right in front of the victim, who's bleeding out in the door. Malin fainted? Correct. We couldn't get her to wake for a long time. Eventually, we decided to administer a healing fairy so she could be questioned. I guess finding the body was just that much of a shock, huh?
Ah. Probably just pretending, trying to make it look like she'd merely found the body.
In any event. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon without a doubt. That's what we used to kill the victim. And how can you be so sure of this? Look at the autopsy report.
Deep, irregular wound made with a sharp metal object.
I don't think you're allowed to hold it around like that. Also, that's tiny. That's so small. The saw was the only sharp implement in the ranch house that could produce such a wound. And, as I've already mentioned, we also looked closely at all other sharp things on the ranch. None had recent blood on them. That still doesn't necessarily mean the saw was the murder weapon. Maybe the real culprit hit the real one.
Oh yeah? Prove it then. Show us the real murder weapon.
Well, I definitely don't have any way to do that. Still, something bothers me about that saw.
So, you have nothing? What a waste of time.
Alright, well, we're not gonna... I guess I should just press everything just in case. Sure is. We've known each other for years.
Yep, she murdered her father in cold blood. How curious. Perhaps you're just bad judges of character. Both of you.
No way. Just give me some time and I'm gonna prove it. Do you see anything wrong yet? Well, usually it's difficult to find anything wrong with the basic facts of the case. That said, I do think I saw one small thing. Really? That's great. Wow, you're really funny. Haha, stop. It sure is, because I gotta poke all the holes I can find before the princess gets here. Okay, yeah, it's a blah. Bam. And then, would it be? No.
I think, yeah, you gotta go to court record.
Oh, fuck me.
Time to start skipping. Use the C button. Yay.
That's right, the C button. The R button. Also known as my right stick.
Whoa.
Alright. It was okay. Oh, it's, oh, that's the C button. Okay. Seems like a fairly large oversight. I just want to make sure something. The state of the saw is currently in is how you found it at the crime scene. That's correct. That's strange, considering how much the victim bled out and how deep his wound was. Why is there no blood on the supposed murder weapon?
Ha! Is that all you have?
Huh?
Naturally, the prosecution has an explanation for why the saw is clean. Behold, this cloth was found in the defendant's other hand. As you can plainly see, it is stained with blood. The defendant simply wiped the murder weapon in a futile attempt to hide her involvement.
If Valen was trying to hide her involvement, why did she just leave the crime scene?
Bah. Obviously, she was trying to hide the body before the royal visitation arrived at the ranch.
Fucking shit job.
Unfortunately for her, it just so happened that the delegation arrived quite a bit earlier than scheduled. In a panic, she quickly wiped the saw off and pretended to make it look like she just stumbled upon the scene. Young lady, things are not looking very good for you right now. The court accepts this bloodied cloth into evidence.
So, what's the story with this cloth? Well, as I was doing a final check around the ranch, I noticed that part of the fence around the horse paddock was damaged. Not entirely sure when that happened, but sometimes when the horses just gets a bit too rowdy, you know? Right. Anyway, I didn't want to bother Mr. Ingo about it, so I tried to cut up a new rail by myself to patch it up. But then the saw slipped and I cut my hand open. Oh goodness, are you okay? Well, it wasn't that bad. It did bleed quite a lot though, so I used that cloth to quickly bandage the wound. I was actually going into the ranch house to ask Father to help me with the fence.
A likely story. And impossible to verify now, of course. The Sheikah Force had to use a fairy on the defendant to get her out of her supposed unconsciousness. I do have to give her some credit. She's one cunning woman. She knew that would explain a sudden lack of any wound on her hand. Why, yes, fairies are wonderful. Just the other day, I slammed my hand with the gavel and one took the pain off immediately.
Great. Glad to know they're used for such important things. But, dang it. Too bad there's no way to tell whose blood is on the cloth. We don't have forensics yet! It's old!
Shit. We have fairies.
Magic, surely.
Yeah.
I do believe this matter has been settled. I'm ready to call my next witness.
Uh-oh. Is that all I can get out of it?
You've served your purpose, Sheikah. Begone.
Fine. We had best treat Her Highness with respect, or I'll see to it that you spend the night in the dungeons.
Do not presume to threaten me, Sheikah. A night of darkness and solitude would be nothing but comfort for me.
Is that so? Then perhaps we should fill the dungeons with lit candles for the occasion. Glaring daggers at each other. This doesn't end soon, we're all in trouble.
Order, order. I'm sure we'll treat the princess with utmost respect. You may step down, detective. This case has already made me weary with all the pointless jabber. The The time is ripe to deal the final blow. I call Her Highness, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, to the stand.
Look like a fucking dork.
God, wow, you look like you suck.
Do you want me to do this one, or you want to do it?
If you wouldn't mind.
Okay, I'll do it. Is something the matter? Why is everyone quiet all of a sudden?
Your Highness. I believe we're all just a bit uncertain on how to proceed. It is quite the honor to have such an esteemed guest in these halls. Bah. In the face of the law, the princess is no different from a peasant. Name and occupation, now!
The prosecution will behave. I will not have any derogatory statements directed at the princess.
Derogatory? I simply wish not to waste any more time. We must employ proper procedure.
Oh, man. It is all right, Detective. I believe the prosecution does have a point. In the eyes of the law, we are all equals. Except me. I am just better than everyone else. By blood. I'm also really rich, and you're all poor, and I can have you all killed whenever I feel like it. So, you know, be nice.
This court is a sham.
I should be getting all the special treatment. Yeah, kangaroo court. I love law.
Very admirable, Your Highness. We can all rest easy knowing that Hyrule is destined to have such a wise monarch in its future. Yes, indeed. I eagerly await the day when our next ruler takes the throne and reshapes the kingdom in their image.
Wait, so who's ruling right now? I would assume her dad.
King of Hyrule,
Yeah. You flatter me, prosecutor. Now then, I believe I was asked for my name and occupation. I am Zelda, current Princess of Hyrule and heir apparent to the throne.
Marvelous, Your Highness. Before we begin, I would just like to know, why were you at Lon Lon Ranch to witness this terrible incident?
It is simple, really. Lon Lon Ranch is Hyrule Castletown's biggest food supplier. Not only that, but the ranch also equips Hyrule's royal guard with the finest of horses. Every year, the royal family makes a visit as a gesture of goodwill and to ensure the quality of the steeds. Wow, I didn't know your horses were used by the royal guard. Yep. We work hard every year to make sure they're in the best possible condition. Father loved to boast about it to the other ranch owners. Knowing talent, I'm sure he did.
How unfortunate that the ranch may no longer meet the Crown's high standards under new management. The royal family has a backup, I trust.
And we are looking for one. Naturally, those standards are quite high.
Yes, of course. Now then, please describe what you saw on the day of the incident.
Very well. Here I go.
Yeah, no, I needed you to take Zelda because it's like if I start switching registers all the time, I will die.
You will. Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
I can do my normal voice and I can go low.
Got it.
I think the jumping will.
The jumping between high and low and like omega low and guttural low. I arrived at Lon Lon Ranch a little after 8 a.m., accompanied by my royal guards. I remember being surprised at how quiet everything was. There was nobody there to welcome us. I could sense that something was wrong. I opened the door to the ranch house and went inside. The room was mostly empty. There was a table with some kind of crystal bottle on top of it. What is that face, bro?
Get it out of here.
But in front of the table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. The defendant hacked at the ranch owner's chest with the saw she was holding. I was overcome with fear, and I screamed. I will never forget what I saw that day. I heard that Talon and his daughter were incredibly kind. I cannot believe she would commit such horrible violence. What?
Oh my! You saw the very moment the victim was killed? There you go. Decisive testimony. As there is no need to doubt the princess's statement, I call for the judge to make a ruling right away.
Hey, now, hold on. I didn't get to cross-examine the witness yet.
You haven't, fool, because there's no need. Did you not hear one word of what I said?
Did you just say we should follow all the procedures and treat the princess like any other witness? This is the defense's right.
I believe the defense has a point. They do have every right to perform a cross-examination, no matter who is testifying.
I was quite looking forward to this part myself. I love being caught as a liar. Yeah! I've only read about court proceedings in the Royal Library.
That being said, I will not tolerate any reckless accusations towards the princess. Is that clear?
Naturally, Your Honor. How am I going to cross-examine the princess? This isn't going to end well. It's gone into prosecutor. That seems a lot like a rather intense outburst. Well, I do have a guess. Oh? Because of the princess's status, it's possible that Dragmire didn't have an opportunity to discuss her testimony with her. That might mean that this testimony is a surprise even to him. This could be my chance!
Before we begin, there's just one thing that caught my attention. I believe the princess mentioned seeing some kind of glass bottle at the crime scene. That would be this, I presume.
Why, yes, that's exactly it. What is that? Oh, this is the bottle of perfume that Father intended to gift to Her Highness when she arrived. He quickly rode out to town to get it at the last moment. We didn't know that the princess was coming instead of the king until only about 2 hours before the visitation. Oh, how thoughtful. He really did not need to bother himself so.
As fascinating as this all is, the prosecution doesn't believe it's relevant to the case.
It's good to have a full picture of the crime scene. The defense requests the bottle be accepted into evidence.
Desperate to latch onto every little thing, are you? Whatever. You can add it to the evidence if it'll make you happy. No skin off my teeth. In that case, the court accepts this bottle into evidence. Now then, defense, begin your cross-examination.
Press her and she just goes, yeah, I made everything up. I just wanted to be like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be like in my true crimes.
Yeah, I just wanted to be here. I listened to some true crime podcasts, and I thought it was real cool. And I just kind of wanted to, I wanted to be there. And, yeah. Where am I?
I need to grab more water really quick. I've
You
blown
go
through
do
mine.
that. You do that.
Yeah,
man.
I'll be right back in just a second.
Okay. Okay. Damn, guys, the ad break is still going. Isn't that crazy? If you want to skip all the ads, you could just buy a sub. And you get some neat emotes. And no ads. And that's it. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else right now. I'm sorry. It's over for me, lol. What happened? What happened? It was like 44 seconds. Well, it was like a 3-minute ad break every hour. So if you jumped in, like partway through, then it just give you like what's left and not like the full thing, you know? I was watching a streamer the other day. They were like a Magic the Gathering player playing their first like Final Fantasy. It's like FF10. It's like every 15 fucking minutes, I got like a minute and a half like ad break. I was like losing my goddamn mind. I can't do this. This is way too much. Way too much. Good God. Yeah, I was losing my fucking shit. I was like, I want to see you react to FF10, and it was nice. But I was like, I don't want to look at these deluge of ads. I'm watching as many ads as I am the actual stream. Oh my God, crazy.
What?
I was talking about ad breaks. I was talking about like I was watching someone play like FF10 for the first time, thanks to them being interested due to the Magic crossover because they were a Magic player, and they had like an ad break, like a minute half ad break every like 15 fucking minutes.
Jeez.
For non-subs, yeah.
Yeah,
It killed me.
I remember doing ad breaks. I did them like what, 3 minutes every hour?
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
I stopped doing that just because I hated it so goddamn much.
That's
It's
fair.
like, yeah, it's like I'd rather incoming viewers watch them because
yeah, that's Barry's logic too. You know, I get it.
yeah, there's no good way around it.
There really isn't.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Which is
That's
also
why I
like
tell
telling me
people-
that you got ad block. You want to watch? You can get Twitch Turbo. It's like, yeah, my ad block doesn't even work on your fucking site. Shut up.
Yeah, I found a Firefox extension that's neat, but I won't say anything else.
Anything else? Yes, is a good idea.
Yeah, that's an off-stream conversation.
True. Shit. Hydrate, check posture. You got it.
Gimme!
Ooh. These guards are with their highness. Why were they not called as witnesses?
We did question the guards, naturally.
Bite!
Apparently, they didn't get to see anything relevant.
Fish!
I was the only one to enter the crime scene. After seeing what was inside, I stood guard and insisted that no one be allowed inside until the Sheikah force
Good
arrived.
job.
I have read that preserving the scene is vital.
Quite correct.
I'm sure the guards were absolutely thrilled with this order.
Please proceed, witness.
I'm being surprised at how quiet everything was. Yeah. Okay. God, I'm gonna fucking burpee again. Hey, you can tell that these royal visitations in the past, Your Highness. Oh, fuck. No objections to that? Okay, cool. Oh no, this is my first one. Up until last year, my father was always the one to visit Lon Lon Ranch. However, he decided I had to start preparing for all the royal duties that await me, and so I was to do it this time.
You will doubtlessly perform admirably as ruler when the time comes.
What happened when you got to the ranch house? I should probably start reading these again. And what then?
Stop interrupting and let her get to the point. Defense, I believe I was clear about not badgering the witness.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Okay, I'll take another drink. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, more water? Yippee! Yay!
More
I love
water.
water. Haha! Yay!
The room was mostly empty. And there was a table with some kind of crystal bottle on top of it. Paid attention to something like that after seeing a murder princess? Well, I spent a rather long time in there waiting for the Sheikah force to arrive. Plus, that bottle was quite beautiful. It just stood out. But in front of the table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. The defendant hacked at the ranch owner's chest and saw she was holding. You were there at the exact time of the murder, Your Highness? That is correct. That's impossible. You're lying.
The defendant will curb her outbursts. You're addressing royalty.
This is really bad. What now? Oh. I don't know if I have health.
I don't know.
Crime scene. This was outside. Oh man.
We can always press again.
Yeah, I guess so. Where were the victim and the defendant at this time? The ranch owner was in front of a little table that's directly across from the entrance door. The defendant was right in front of him and quickly fainted after her attack. A large pool of blood started forming where the victim was. I had a rather good view of the whole scene. Right.
It is unfortunate as it is fortunate that you could see the whole thing in such detail. Now, please continue.
Should I ask something? Oh, thank God. Are you sure there wasn't anyone else at the ranch, Your Highness? No, the place looked empty. Although I did later see a worker pull up a loaded wagon when a courier came asking about milk shipments. He caused a little bit of a scene when the Sheikah force started inspecting it. That worker must have been somewhere else on the ranch, I suppose.
The ranch is pretty large. Said worker was inside a building on the other side. It's quite understandable she wouldn't have seen him until later.
Drat, this really doesn't give me a whole lot to work with. I know the answer. It's in my heart. It's in my heart. The answer's in my heart. Well, if you were there alone, how can we know you didn't do it?
Accusing the princess. Pathetic. The defense is truly grasping at straws. You fool. You think a child could overpower a grown adult? One who does hard, manual labor every day? And besides, why would the princess even want to take the life of a measly ranch owner? And not just any ranch owner, one that the crown had a most successful business relationship with. Idiotic. Simply idiotic.
Well, maybe the crown won the ranch for himself.
Has the defense lost their mind? Cease this line of questioning immediately. Perhaps a penalty will disabuse the defense from further unsubstantiated accusations.
No,
Oh, there is health.
no, it's fine.
No? Then perhaps the defense wants to bid farewell to their head. I hear traitors are dealt with swiftly these days.
I extend my most sincere apologies. I don't know what came over me.
Nonetheless, I believe a penalty is still very much warranted.
That was a stupid thing to say. There is definitely something off about her statement, though. Should I ask something else? No! Wait, unless I could, I don't know. Okay, no. Alright.
Can you press while she's, or can you use the court record while she's talking?
I don't know. I can, but I can't present anything.
Okay.
Huh. Oh, does the music fucking change when I...
Oh!
It does.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Neat! This is a neat little
Yeah.
ROM hack.
Alright, yeah, that's enough. I guess we'll just... Defendant acted the... Be like Oh yeah, you right after 8 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Honor, Your Highness, I believe I found something that doesn't quite match up with the facts.
How dare you question? You will let the defense speak, prosecutor.
I think I see why you so desperately wanted to prevent this cross-examination now. Your Highness, you stated that you arrived at the ranch shortly after 8 a.m., correct? Yes, the visit was scheduled for 8:30 exactly, but we were quite a bit early. I see. That makes something you mentioned quite impossible. As stated by the autopsy report, the victim definitely died before 8 a.m. Ah! Could have seen the defendant attack the ranch owner when you arrived. Because the victim was already dead by then.
Order, order.
Yes, you really... Yeah. You've really caught her in a lie.
Your Highness, what is the meaning of this?
I made it up!
While I wholeheartedly respect and serve the crown, I will nonetheless not tolerate lies in my court.
I'm not lying. I suppose I did not see the exact moment it happened. That would be a lie. That would be a lie? I guess I only thought I did. Yeah.
Sure.
Princess, this is a matter of life and death. I definitely saw the defendant there, though, along with the body. There was no one else who could have done it. I remember all the other details correctly. The body's on the floor, the pool of blood. You have to believe me.
Perhaps it is best if Her Highness revises her testimony.
That's not good. Still not enough doubt to overturn this testimony. I have to find something
Make
else.
more shit up! I love telling stories!
Why can I tell she's just gonna make more shit up? I hate this.
Yay!
This kid's
I love my true crime broadcast!
I'm not getting paid enough. Am I getting paid at all? Wait, actually, so for real this time, no lies. Fish! I'm sorry for embellishing the truth a little bit. I did not see the actual moment of the attack. But it had to have happened shortly before I went into the ranch house. Miss Mallon and her father were the only ones at the scene of the crime, so she must be the culprit.
I see. You only saw the aftermath of the scene, not an actual crime being committed. Very well. Hopefully there are no issues in your testimony this time. Defense, it is time for your cross-examination.
Naturally, Your Honor. Dragmire still looks pretty angry. I bet he didn't expect such a blatant contradiction to pop up. If I could just find another one like that, the princess's testimony would become completely untrustworthy in the eyes of the judge. Sorry for the bells. Yeah, okay, buddy, whatever. Oh. The 64 controls are fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that, Your Highness? There's a life on the line here. I really am sorry. I suppose I got a bit too excited about being a witness in an actual murder trial.
Oh god,
really?
You are a true crime podcast.
Are you serious?
Really, aren't you?
Most people hate testifying. Yes, well, the life of a princess is rather boring, you know. I did because I was bored. It's quite the break from the routine for me. You should just get a hobby then. I did see the actual moment, did not see the moment of the attack. Bro, the audacity of this bitch. In that case, it can't be conclusively proven that the defendant did it.
Defense, did you exhaust your singular brain cell on the last contradiction you found? There's a death mountain's worth of evidence pointing to the defendant. Just because no one saw the actual moment of the crime doesn't mean anyone else could have done it.
I think you're making a death mountain out of a death molehill. It had to have happened shortly before it was the ranch house. How can you be so sure of that, princess? Well, when I entered the ranch house, the victim still had the murder weapon embedded into his body.
What?
That's such a lie! It is obvious what that means, is it not? The killer did not even have enough time to try to... I'm not a liar. This is fun.
I'm gonna smoke 12 packs of cigarettes after this. Fuck.
I might have not seen the murder firsthand, but I must have been very close to doing so.
Oh my. This seems like a very important detail. I think it would be advisable for Her Highness to amend her testimony.
Certainly, Your Honor. Interesting.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my fucking God. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Why did I think this was a good idea?
Is he okay? He doesn't look very happy. I think he's gonna die.
I'm gonna drink an entire bottle of whiskey after this.
I think I might know why, but I think we should call an ambulance. I think he's gonna die. The murder weapon is still stuck into the victim's body. Ah, the fucking liar! Shit, where's... Oh, fuck. Do we have like a...
Go to the saw again.
Oh, yeah.
Found, yeah.
I believe I found another reason to doubt the witness's words. It seems the prosecution sees it on getting out of here. There was a bloody cloth discovered at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has argued before that it was used to wipe the saw clean. If the princess saw the saw lodged into Talon's body and the crime scene was left intact, then it couldn't have been wiped. Well, Prosecutor Dragmeyer, care to explain?
This is most perplexing. Your Highness, are you sure that's what you saw?
Yeah, that was really funny. So funny.
Well, maybe the princess decided to pull the saw out in a valiant yet futile attempt to save the victim.
That's a crime. And then wipe the blade clean.
That would almost be like framing the defendant.
Of course I did no such thing. I made sure the crime scene stayed intact. I guess I must have made up the memory about the saw sticking out of Mr. Town as well. It wasn't a lie, by the way. I wasn't lying.
I love committing perjury.
I love perjury. I'm bored.
You idiotic girl. Do you even realize what you've done through your bumbling?
I am sorry. I was just so excited to stand as a witness in court just this once. You're the only person he would be. When I tried telling my father about anything, he always seemed so disinterested. Just this once, I wanted to feel something. Listen to, I mean, this defendant, it is clear that she did it. I just wanted to play a large part to capture. Oh my fucking God. I'm sorry for the trouble I caused you all. Except for the defendant. Fuck that bitch. For no reason. No reason!
Your Highness, the court is no place for silly games.
Good casting.
As it stands, I'm afraid we'll have to strike your statements from the court record completely.
Execute the princess? Bite. Yeah, and we should also keep her from the library so she doesn't rate her true crimes anymore. Fish! And like, I don't know, get her into fucking gardening or like horse riding or like a hobby. Like, fucking give her some crayons, man.
Good job.
Eat these.
Yes, I did it. The prosecution lost their key witness. wait, I have more to say. They're all very important things. None of them are lies. I was wrong about the crime scene and everything else, really, but I still have not testified about what I saw afterwards.
Why don't we care about that? It's best that you leave and stop damaging my case with your idiocy.
Even if you're not interested in my words, you might be interested in the evidence I found. What the fuck, man? Come on.
What?
He's dying again.
I'm gonna, I need 24 cigarettes right now. Oh my fucking god.
It's the fucking...
Oh.
It's the fucking face, dude.
I'm gonna throw up.
Huh?
Evidence?
Of course. While the Chica Force investigated the inside the ranch house, I looked around the rest of the ranch on my own.
Chica, did you know about this?
Of course I did. You did?
I'll have your head for this. Order. What is the meaning of this, detective? Why have you withheld this from the court?
It's quite simple. The princess specifically requested to present her finding on her own.
What? And you agreed to this? The court is not some playground where children decide when evidence should be presented just because they have a crown.
He's being rude about it, but I can't help but agree with Dragmire on this one. Holy fucking shit. Also, I don't really buy this story. There's no way Impa would have allowed this. Believe me, I wasn't thrilled with the request either. However, after seeing the evidence in question, I didn't think it would be at all important to the case. Thus, I let the princess have her fun.
This is highly irregular. I'm not sure how to feel about this. Prosecutor? Naturally, I object to this nonsense. If the detective thinks it's irrelevant, then this is probably just a waste of time. All the evidence points to the defendant. It's still clear she did it, even without a witness at the scene. I see. Defense?
What do we do? We object to presenting the evidence, then Dragmire loses his key witness. Plus, whatever the princess presents could be bad for our case too. So we should agree with the prosecution? Well, on the other hand, we don't really have much to go on. This could be our only lead left.
Well, don't keep us waiting. Surely, you won't throw away all the progress you've made thus far.
What do I do? I want it. I don't care. I don't know if I want. Yeah, sure.
Nah, we love perjury. Yay!
I love perjury.
Yay!
Oh man, I really hope this is the right choice. Maybe she'll tell the truth this time. The defense requests that the evidence be presented.
What?
While I agree that the situation is irregular, we should still examine all evidence available. It would be silly to dismiss it as irrelevant without even seeing what it is.
I do believe you have a point, defense. However, I must warn you. In order to admit this piece of evidence into the court record, the princess's statement that she found it must be admitted as testimony, along with everything else she might say.
Yes, Your Honor, I am well aware. The defense wishes to give the princess just one more chance.
Oh, the idiotic! Order. Very well then. Your Highness, please testify once more about the new piece of evidence you found during your own investigation.
Thank you. I will not let you down this time. I promise. Crossing fingers, tie my bag. No besties. The princess should understand the gravity of the situation at hand now. I hope. I just hope this new evidence doesn't damage into our case. These shenanigans are very in line with how Ace Attorney worked. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fucking stupid
absolutely.
bullshit.
This is a very, very good ROM hack. This is real good.
Yeah. I wish to express my most heartfelt apologies for my mistakes in the earlier testimony. Upon entering the ranch house, I saw the defendant passed out in front of the victim, who was bleeding out. I stood guard at the entrance of the ranch house until the Sheikah force arrived. Once the Sheikah started investigating the crime scene, I decided to take a look around the ranch. While I was walking near the silo, I noticed a strong odor in the air. I had to stop to see where it was coming from. I followed the scent and found a burned out fire nearby and a small, nearly empty bottle of lamp oil. I, of course, took the bottle straight to the head detective. And here it is. The oil bottle I found. Is something wrong? Oh no, this might actually be completely irrelevant.
Yes, well... Of course there is, foolish girl. That has nothing to do with anything. Your great finding is some random fire on a ranch? Please. What next? Are you going to declare every rake on the premises suspicious?
Well,
The prosecution will calm down.
This is bad. Your Honor, despite the fact that this evidence might not seem to add anything at the moment, the defense still asserts its right to cross-examination. Some straws have been grasped.
Why must you insist on the charade, defense? The princess has merely recounted the same view of the crime scene as the head detective. You haven't been able to find any contradictions in her statements.
I believe there might be a way to tie the princess's new evidence into the case.
Ridiculous! Regardless of what the prosecution thinks, the defense does have a right to cross-examination. The court admits the oil bottle into evidence. I just really hope this isn't a complete waste of time, defense. For both your own sake and your clients'.
What a piss
I'm
bottle
going
emote.
to be at the beheading later. It's going to be very fun. I love a good beheading.
Wiggle Stick, what's in that jar?
Oil.
That's oil. In that
Promise. Yep. Yep.
emote? Okay, I
A lot
believe.
of oil.
I believe you. Okay, whatever. You know what's in it. No, I don't. What? Oh.
There's no need to press the princess on her apology. You already wasted the chance to throw out her testimony. Yes, defense, please get to the point.
Yikes! I just wanted to die. I entered the ranch house, saw the defendant passed out in front of the victim, who was bleeding out. Was there anything else in the room? Only the beautiful little crystal bottle I mentioned before. The house is rather barren. Most of our things are on the top floor, since the downstairs room is mostly used for ranch business these days. And the occasional game. Ah, of course! Dad's famous cuckoo game? Good old days, oh, chasing.
I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right
You
back.
go
I'm
take
so sorry.
that call. No, you're good. I'm do my thing. The fucking fucking game where you catch the chicken. It's a cuckoo. And you bring it to the guy, and you're like, I'll give you money. I'm good. Oh, fuck. God damn, why have to be the meat next line? Yo, let's get... First off, this soundtrack is fucking awesome. I'm actively going to, like... Okay, I know it froze, chat. I'm actually going to, like, link this in chat right here. And even if you don't get the ROM patch, you can just grab the... They let you just download the whole like custom soundtrack they made. This is really good so far. I didn't expect like actual like adaptive music in a 64 game. Yeah, it is like genuinely like really good. I don't know if this is like a whole game or if this is like just one case. But yeah, this thing is like super impressive. I'm just, like, it's apparently like Ocarina of Time, like ROM hacking and whatnot has like completely exploded over the last like few years. Like people have just made like entirely new like campaigns and whatnot. Thank you for pinning that.
Sorry about that.
Yo, what's up?
Okay.
Anyways, we're talking about cucks or not cucks, cuckoos.
Yeah. Damn.
My bad.
Well, you can talk about cucks if you want.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Is the defense done reminiscing? There will be plenty of time to do that when the defendant's behind bars.
I was just trying to distract myself from the fact that there's nothing to latch onto here. I stood guard at the entrance of the ranch house until the Sheikah force arrived. Did anything happen during that time? No, not that I recall. The guards did occasionally protest and asked me to let them take over, but I held my stance.
Well, commendable in theory. Staying in the same room as a dangerous killer isn't very wise. What if she woke up and lashed out at you? Sweet Harley up above.
That thought did not occur to me.
Of course not. Foolish girl.
But the guards did stand close by. I would have been safe.
Wonderful to see how much faith our princess has in our royal guard.
Yes, of course I do. In any case, once the Sheikah started, take a look around the ranch. You didn't just go home? The royal visitation was supposed to last a lot longer. Father was not expecting us back at the castle until much later. I came to the ranch to examine the horses, so I supposed I could at least do that in the meantime. How long did it take the Sheikah to arrive at the scene? It does not take very long to make the trip from Hyrule Castletown to Lon Lon Ranch. I cannot imagine it's more than 20 minutes. That is pretty fast. Although I imagine the fact that the princess was involved helped speed it up.
Slowpokes. I'd be there in half that time. Running backwards, even. I suppose it's no surprise, though. Yeah, Hylian horses are naturally inferior to our fine Gerudo steeds.
The Gerudo buy horses from a ranch. Don't bother. He's trying to rile you up. I was walking near the side. Oh, is that like a speed run thing? Walking back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Well, don't they usually do
I thought it'd be like side hopping.
Sidestepping?
Yeah, it's like
yeah, I thought it was side hopping. Though I think there is like a glitch that some people do that causes them to run backwards, but I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not up to date.
Running backwards like almost twice as fast as running. Oh, I meant, well, like I'm usually like Jan here and I here like used to like the side hopping, like constant like Z targeting and just side hopping to like where you're going is like the fast thing. Hopping and glitching is faster than that even, but it's much trickier. Ah, fair enough. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
What was the smell like? Oh, it was awful. A really terrible stench.
Surely you don't mean to say that you found the smell of horse manure suspicious.
Do not be ridiculous. The smell was not coming from the horses. Well, the scent and found a burned out fire nearby and a small, nearly empty bottle of lamp oil. A fire, huh?
Now, let me remind you, Defense, that there's any number of reasons why a fire could have been there. You can still feel the cold grasp of death early in the morn.
Princess, also, what the fuck, man? How long would you estimate the fire had been out before you found it? Ah, right. There was still smoke rising out of the ashes, so it must have been put out recently. So around the time of the crime.
So someone prepared their breakfast there.
What the fuck, man?
I repeat, this fire is irrelevant. Sure, they had a kitchen, but hey, what the fuck ever, right?
You gotta do it when you gotta do it, you know? I think he's
Eat
realized
breakfast now.
he's realized the same thing I did. Well, who was it? Who could have lit that fire anyway?
It would have had to been the ranch worker who's putting the milk shipments together at the time. It was almost certainly him. If you really want to ask about his little barbecue, you might just get your wish soon.
Doesn't sound like it's very appetizing. Without anything concrete to pin on him, I'll just be able to brush it off. I, of course, took the ball straight to the head detective. Right, and she allowed you to present it? Well, I was the one to find it, and since I was going to the trial anyway.
Utter ridiculousness. Yes. Please make this the last time you do something like this, Your Highness.
How I'm burpy. What the fuck did you do to me?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
Proper procedures exist for a reason.
Yes, I understand.
Defense, I believe that is enough.
Oh, thank fuck I didn't have to present evidence. I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know where to present anything.
It doesn't seem like you're getting any closer to finding a connection between this fire and the crime at all.
No, I suppose not, Your Honor.
Naturally. I've said this is a waste of time from the beginning.
I missed a lot. Is Zelda playing the Larry bit in this? She's not the defendant. She's just a really jackass like witness who lies a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I think Larry did do that in the third game.
Oh God,
he
it's
was
been a long
bit of
time.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a jackass.
Right.
As well. He's been a jackass everything.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I think I remember him being a jackass in like Investigations 2, like Investigations 1, T0 like 002.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Your Highness. I assume you have no more revelations to share with us.
No, I do not.
I can make one up right now, though.
Yeah, I could make one up right now, though. I'm still kind of bored. I would like to feel something, anything. anything. I really thought the fire would be important.
Leave my sight.
Enough. Your Highness, if you'd allow me to escort you back to Hyrule Castle. Very well.
Now that the princess's little game is over, we should move this along. The prosecution stance is still the same, of course. We maintain that the evidence on this on its own is enough to convict the defendant. I do believe I'm nearly ready to hand down my verdict.
But, Your Honor, there's nothing that definitively shows that Malin committed the crime. This is all circumstantial. There's no way she could kill her own father.
Ah, that is an excellent point, defense. The prosecution has yet to elaborate on the defendant's motive. Patricide is not something a person commits lightly. I did briefly touch on the subject during my opening statement. But naturally, the prosecution is fully prepared to elaborate on the matter. I would like to call in my third witness.
It has to be that ranch worker.
Before calling him in, though, the prosecution requests a brief recess to prepare.
I thought you said you were already prepared. Maybe he wants to double check that his new witness won't pull anything weird like the princess did.
Very well. I do believe a break would benefit us all. The court will reconvene after a 15-minute recess. Court is adjourned.
March 17th, 11:15 a.m. Hyrule Grand Court Defendant Lobby.
Not going all that well, is it? No, I think that went about as well as it could have, actually, given the circumstances. We exposed the worst of the princess's testimony as untrue. Ugh, I can't believe she just makes stuff up like that. Yeah, that was surprising. Still, the issue is that we didn't manage to shake the core of the argument. If only there was anyone else in that house. Oh no, there is no need to look so... Oh, okay, thank God.
Okay, it's simple.
Detective, aren't you supposed to be escorting the princess back? The carriage is being prepared. I thought I'd drop by in the meantime. You really managed to make Dragmire furious, you know. I have? If you listen carefully, you just might be able to hear him ranting over in the prosecutor's lobby. Ah.
I need 47 cigarettes right now.
I don't know, we even made cigarettes. What's a cigarette? I don't know. Feels like giving his upcoming witness a grill.
It's a Gerudo thing.
Yeah. Expecting to try to shut you down as fast as he can. Well, that would be worrying if I had anything he could shut down in the first place, I guess. Oh, but you do. What do you mean? Oh, come on now. I'm talking about the princess's grand discovery, of course. The fire? I wasn't able to do anything with that. You really think it's relevant? Don't get me wrong. At present, I'm convinced the girl did it. We investigated and came to this conclusion for a reason. But I am willing to explore every possibility. That fire is definitely a bit strange, and I dare say it may be your only way out of this. If I may be so bold, I think you should press the next witness on that topic hard. As the only other person working on the ranch at the time, he is the only one who could have lit that fire. If he is hiding something, I think the court deserves to know. Thing is, the next testimony is about the motive. It's going to be difficult to bring out the fire again without Dragmire objecting. You'll have to make it work. Much as I don't like it, she's right. There really isn't a whole lot else to go on here.
Good casting.
Well, thank you. Don't mention it. One last thing. You, ranch girl.
Bite!
Try not to hold that testimony against the princess. Believe me, I'm sure she was acting with the best intentions. Fucking bullshit, man. Yo, what's up, Abra?
Good job.
You know the road to the Dark Realm is paved with those, right? Perhaps. It was definitely a serious lapse of judgment, one she will live to regret. Part of this comes from the fact that she's rather sheltered and inexperienced. After the sudden death of her older sister last year, she was thrust into the role of an heir very suddenly. What? What the fuck? That's right, the mysterious death of the firstborn Princess Zelda. What the fuck?
Oh.
Hyrule still grieves after the events of that day, and yet no one knows what exactly happened. In the void of information, conspiracy theories ran amok. People blaming the royal guard, the Sheikah, and even the king himself. The princess will soon have a whole kingdom's worth of troubles on her shoulders. For a kingdom with a history as turbulent as ours, it's a lot to handle. The princess's conduct today probably won't help with the distrust some people have of the crown right now, though. She's wise beyond her years. She will learn and she will be better. I simply ask that you don't think of her as an enemy, whatever comes of this trial. Does not need more than she already has. Can you please stop pointing the knife at me, dude? Wow, she's so intense. I never expected to see Impa get so emotional and very threatening with that very sharp knife.
Her emotion is knife.
I guess all this is why she decided to take the blame for the princess's impromptu investigation.
Detective Impa.
Hi. What is it, soldier? I'm quite busy at the moment.
This guy's gonna come shoot.
Wait, what'd you say?
Huh? I've decided to change this guy's voice already.
Okay, that's fair. I am quite busy at the moment, so please be quick.
The investigation team back at the ranch just sent word of a new development.
I like this one more.
Something about a milk shipment being returned to the ranch because of a wrong recipient address. They're asking you to come over to see it.
Oh, those idiots. I don't have time for this. Send someone else. I'd escort the princess back to the castle.
Roger that.
That did remind me, though. I took this bottle of milk from a couple guards who were slacking on the job earlier. Here, ranch girl. Perhaps it'll help calm your nerves somewhat. Not to worry. It's still unopened. Oh? Thank you. That's nice of her. Too bad for those guards, though. Now then, I believe the princess's carriage should be prepared by now. If you'll excuse me. Damn, just right there. The fucking booze right there. Okay.
Chugging the milk.
I think I'm so nervous right now. Milk has just lost its flavor. Huh? Lost its flavor? But Lon milk is always so tasty. Are you sure it's just the nerves? Let me try some. You're right. I assume this would have come from one of yesterday's shipments? Probably. With the investigation at the ranch, there wouldn't be any today, so maybe it just isn't fresh. No, I don't think so. It doesn't really taste if it's gone bad. Also, the guard said that one of yesterday's shipments was misaddressed, didn't he? This was all handled by Ingo, wasn't it? I think there's something going on. I'd better make some notes about this in the court record.
Defense, the court is about to reconvene. Escort your client back to the courtroom at once.
Oh, Lamau, I was wondering why Zelda was so much younger. Okay, yeah, I was wondering that too, because it seemed like it was following a timeline here. Post monarchy, yeah. It comes down to this. The conclusion's approaching. Time to turn this situation around.
Oh yeah, we got our heart back.
Yay.
Yippee.
I won't need it.
No, because God Gamer Relic.
Yo, they
coming-
put the
coming through.
fucking the Phantom Hourglass like fucking reindeer looking motherfucker in the stands.
Wait, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he
oh,
was-
they did. They totally did.
It's fucking
Sorry, I looked at
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I went and looked at your stream.
It fits right in with all the other N64 models.
God, we still need to do Spirit Tracks.
We do. We do.
Yeah. Maybe I'll hop on that soon.
Fuck yeah.
Court is back in session for the trial of Malin of Longmont Ranch. I trust that the prosecution's final witness is ready. Naturally, I have personally seen to that, so there will be no foolishness this time around.
Hopefully his ears are intact.
As we discussed before the recess, having established the opportunity and means for the defendant to have committed the murder, only one matter remains. The matter of motive, for naturally, such a heinous crime couldn't be the result of mere happenstance. The prosecution believes the defendant had a deep desire that pushed her to patricide. Our next witness can shed a light on the matter. Fascinating. Very well. Please proceed. The prosecution calls the ranch worker, Ingo, to the stand.
Huh. It's funny to see Mr. Ingo in such fancy clothes. Oh? Yeah, he almost always just wears his work dungarees. What the fuck? I've never seen that word before. Almost like looking at a different person.
I think it's dungarees.
Dungarees? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess he wanted to dress up for court. He wouldn't want to get this nice outfit dirty by working on it, you know?
Quiet, defense. Witness, state your name and occupation.
Oh, it's dungarees. Dungarees. Okay, thanks, Sombrero. Yeah, great honorable prosecutor. My name is Ingo. I mine Lon Ranch.
Mine? What does that entail exactly?
I'm mostly there to work on the structures and equipment. The owner and his daughter are the ones who tend to the animals and take care of orders.
How long have you been working at the ranch?
It'll be several years at this point. There have been others who came and went, but I, Ingo, have persevered through all the hardships. Sounds like he wants a medal for it. Well, he does get a bit pompous at times, but Mr. Ingo really is a great help. He built the ranch's silo single-handedly. That is pretty impressive. Well, that's some dedication.
Very well. Given that you're clearly an important employee, you are privy to some inside information. Is that correct?
Yes, the ranch owner shared all the big plans with me. He trusted me implicitly. He used to say that we're like a big family.
That sounds lovely.
That sounds like a red flag that you're gonna be getting loads of unpaid overtime.
Mm-hmm.
He gets it.
Evidently, not every member of your so-called family felt the same way, though, did they?
It hurts to do this, but I have no choice. Hear my story, honorable court of law.
It's very funny because I was gonna do the exact same voice if I was doing Ingo.
It's the only thing I can come up with.
he just looks like that.
He does look like it. He does. Just a couple days ago, the owner, Talon, partly signed the ranch over to his daughter, Malin. Talon became a life tenant, with Malin meant to inherit all the assets after his death.
As long as Talon lived, Malin could not sell the ranch. It's simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership and leave the dingy ranch life behind. It's appalling how ungrateful she is after all Talon did for her.
I just like how his chest hair goes up to his chin.
It's great. he's got the happy trail of like a god.
Fucking happy highway. What are you saying?
One more lane. Just one more lane.
Just one more lane. One more lane.
And there you have it. Testimony from a man who just lost everything. It's truly tragic to witness yet another family torn apart by greed. We have the evidence. We have the defendant caught red-handed at the scene of the crime. And now we have a motive.
How do we know he's telling the truth?
I have, of course, verified the witness's testimony. As per the law, all inheritance documents must be filed at the Castle Town Notary Office to be considered valid. I saw fit to prepare this for the trial. The prosecution would like to submit the Longmont Ranch inheritance document into evidence.
Mr. Ingo, why would you?
You should pass judgment now, Judge. The defense has nothing.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. There are a few more details I feel are relevant.
But of course, ask whatever you'd like. I, the hard-working Ingo, can handle it.
Very well, defense. Please begin.
My throws. Now my throws are gonna start killing me. We get to take turns on this part. It's
Yeah.
dying. It's a couple days ago. The owner. Yeah. Sign it over. Yeah.
I'm actually doing better than I thought. I think I may have just like had something wrong with my throat at the time.
Damn. Didn't you actually have something wrong with your throat? Like
That
later
was
on?
before then. I had a. That was like a. I want to say like 6 months or so before, because I had a cyst appear like right on my Adam's apple.
Ew.
Yeah. I had to go into urgent care and they had to cut that fucker open.
That's fucking terrible. Ew. Were you at least out for it?
I got that and I think 2 more days off.
Oh, I meant like knocked out.
Oh no.
But yeah, that
just
too. I guess.
Local anesthetic. I had local anesthetic.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't like direct. It was skin level. It was a cyst on like in my skin.
It's like numbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a cyst like deep in my throat or something.
Got it. Okay.
Thankfully.
They weren't like tearing your fucking throat open to like rip it out.
Yeah. No. It was very shallow.
Got it. Okay.
It was just really big.
God damn. All right. That was, well, I mean, obviously it sucked. Oh man, dude, YouTube chat. Not like the YouTube chat like element, like the player sucks. Because
Yeah.
every stream has its own chat window. So if I want to add it to my OBS, like as a doc, I have to like go into the live stream settings, pop out the chat, then copy that chat's link, and then refresh the doc in OBS with that new link, and do that for every stream.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's bad.
I just ignore my YouTube chat.
That's fair. Yeah.
I
only have it there just in case of moderation, you know? Granted, I do have like basic moderation on now, because apparently that's default off for some fucking reason. Also made it so like people have to be subbed for like 10 fucking minutes before they can chat, so.
Yeah.
But also I'd
just-
like to chat relay, so I don't even like need it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the I just have it going to YouTube
Right.
just for like archival purposes.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now the ad break is over.
Ah.
All right. How long ago was this exactly?
3-4 days. I'm not sure of the exact date.
Had it been planned for a long time?
Talon was getting on in years. Better take care of the matter sooner than later, hey?
Malin? He is telling the truth. Father scheduled a visit to the notary office about a week ago. What do you mean by partly, witness? Now became a life tenant with Malin meant to inherit all the assets after his death. So Malin hadn't become the ranch owner yet?
Well, of course not. Haven't you heard all the stories making rounds recently? So many ungrateful brats throwing their old folks into retirement homes the moment ownership signed to them. Cal was no fool. I myself convinced him that it was a safer option. If the girl was up to some chicanery, he could always reverse the decision.
It's horrible. I'd never do that.
As much as I'd like to believe that, you did much worse by killing them. Children these days, you feed them, you raise them, and they pull a stunt like this as soon as you give them an inch over yourself.
I must concur. The younger generation is horrible.
Why did you look at me while saying that? Anyway, what I meant was...
couldn't sell it yet. But why would Malin want to sell the ranch right now?
Why wouldn't she wanna? Why would a pretty girl like her wanna work in some dingy ranch? She'd have it much better if she sold the old place and used the money to move to Castletown.
That's not true. I love working with the animals. I wouldn't leave them for anything.
Why? She's often slacking on the job while the hard-working Ingo had to cover for her. I guess a Deku nut doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say. That Talon loved to sleep on the job, too.
I do recall quite a funny story about the London ranch owner blocking the side entrance to Hyrule Castle for an entire day once.
Well, that was that actual thing.
The guards couldn't wake him up. It took a particularly vocal cuckoo, apparently.
Oh, shit. Jeez.
There you go. I'm the real reason why the ranch is such renown. Me, the hard-working Ingo.
Like, that's not true at all. I know. But how do I stop this? Simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership. Do you really think Malin would go that far?
I don't want to think it, but clearly the events speak for themselves, don't they?
Why wouldn't she just wait a few more years then?
Talon was getting older. Perhaps she knew more and more work would be piling onto her. But really, how am I supposed to know? Ask her!
That's all right. Well, if Malin didn't want to work, wouldn't she have done this earlier? As Talon's only child, she'd still inherit the ranch.
That's why you're wrong, you stupid bitch! For a long while, Talon planned to split the ranch between the girl and the crown. He was a patriotic man. He knew how much those horses meant to the royal guard. I wish he had changed his mind now.
Is this true? Yes. Father's previous inheritance document did work that way.
How admirable. I guess familial bonds won over his drive to help the kingdom. Truly a shame.
Yes, naturally the girl wanted the whole thing, so she bided her time.
I think this sufficiently explains the timing. Let's continue, shall we?
Wait just a moment. There's one more problem with the timing that I'd like the witness to explain. Why would Malin have planned the murder for the day of the royal visitation specifically? More people around means more witnesses. I'm gonna fucking sneeze. Never mind, it's not coming yet. You'd think she would have chosen any other day.
Oh, did I forget to mention this? I overheard Talon arguing with her that very morning. He was telling her he'd changed his mind again. He was planning to tell the king that he'd been signing the ranch over to the crown. After the visitation was over, he'd head to Castle Town to change the inheritance back to the original split. What?
Despite the victim's wishy-washiness, it would appear he did make the right choice in the end. And because of that choice, if the defendant wanted to get the ranch, she had no time to waste that day.
Is this true too? Absolutely not. The father wasn't planning to do that, and there was no argument either. What to do about this argument then? Yeah. There was an argument about the inheritance? That sounds like an important fact to me. The defense requests it be added to the testimony.
Very well. Witness, please do so.
I'd be happy to, Your Honor.
They're arguing about what time did this happen?
First thing in the morning, I was heading out to the silo to start the day's work. And I just walked out the front door of the ranch house. I heard some yelling right behind me.
Do you remember any specifics about what was said?
Oh, yes. It surprised me enough that I stopped to listen for a minute. It was all like, I'm real sorry, Malin, but the most important thing is to make sure the king will always have a steady supply of quality horses. I don't care. What about me, father? How can you do this to me? Malin, this isn't just about you. It's for the good of the entire kingdom. But what am I supposed to do? I can't move up in life if I'm stuck on this dump of a ranch forever. I thought you loved the ranch. All the animals are here, and Ingo's always around to help out with the chores too. He's pretty great, isn't he? Yeah, Ingo is awesome, but I still hate you for this. Isn't it over?
My fucking throat cake.
What a stirring reenactment. I will keep my thoughts on the witness's acting skills to myself.
Fuck you, man. That was great. There's no way this actually happened, though. Malin would never want to sell the ranch.
Well, of course she'd say that now, you buffoon. Remember, she's under suspicion for murder. We can't trust a thing she says.
Well, I trust her, but the judge probably doesn't right now, and that's unfortunately what matters. Do I have anything in the court record that could refute this story?
If you ask me, this whole inheritance issue could have been avoided if the crown wasn't so soft. In Gerudo Desert, there'd be no question that the fortress may seize whatever it desires.
That's just messed up.
No matter. Continue your testimony, farmhand. Share with us the true nature of the defendant.
How about we don't and we look at... Fuck. I pressed the wrong button.
Wrong fucking button. You fucking suck. You suck at buttons
There's
and you're gonna die
There's
alone.
like 2 buttons for, like, pressing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, well, Clay's not
Okay,
here.
this. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Clay is
Jesus.
dead.
Okay. Oh, inherit the ranch. She's unable to divide deed between the crown and the remaining employees. Okay. This isn't... Oh, why did I do that? I don't know.
What?
I knew a simple ranch worker wouldn't concoct a flawless story. I just found a gaping hole in it. Link, are you simply applying? That's what I meant. I can't even check the history on that.
On the other hand, certain attorneys definitely are, since what you just presented is entirely meaningless.
Oh, sure, just gang up on me, you know. Poor little Linky. You know.
You suck.
I do. For them arguing about inheritance, I don't know if it's like a thing I could even pull up for that. No, definitely not. No, no. Gonna be that. Yeah, there's like nothing for that. I guess that's it. What?
No, you hold it! That man get everything for her. She's gotten so many expensive presents over the years. Just look at that gold necklace she's wearing. That man spoiled her rotten. In fact, I think I saw another present he was meaning to give her on the very day he was killed.
Another gift?
Why, yes, a little bottle of perfume, I believe. It's horrible. Town was such a kind man. What happened to him is despicable.
Was that last statement important? Your Honor, the defense wishes to add the statement about the perfume to the testimony.
Bah! What are you doing? Trying to implicate the defendant even harder.
I think it's an important detail.
The perfume is irrelevant. But I suppose the prosecution has no objections to strengthening our case. Very well, witness. Please add what you just said to the testimony.
Town after bought Melon gifts. I saw the latest one, some kind of perfume, I think.
And now I can just please. Okay, thank God.
Witness. What is it?
Just to confirm, you say that this bottle of perfume was bought for Malin by her father, correct?
What else would it be for? I assure you, Talon wasn't the type to indulge in perfumes. Far from it.
Well, you're wrong, witness.
Oh, is that so? Was the ranch owner truly a perfume connoisseur?
No, Your Honor. This bottle of perfume was bought for the princess.
So, what defense? Sure, it's technically a contradiction, but what is the purpose of this bottle change? Yes, defense. I admit I'm confused as well. Please explain why this point is important.
Earlier in the trial, Malin mentioned that Talon bought this perfume in preparation last minute. Isn't that right, Malin?
It sure is. We had a gift for the king prepared when the news arrived that it would actually be the princess making the visitation. Father quickly rode out into town to get a new gift.
This info puts one thing into question. Yeah, man, is tasting somebody's... well, I'm... that we don't even need to consider that. That's...
Yeah.
Well...
I'd say 2.
You say 2? Yeah. Someone's movements around the ranch are put into serious doubt.
Someone's? Well, don't keep us waiting then, defense. Who is this person?
Naturally, the person whose movements become suspect is... Oh, Jesus Christ. He's 59 years old? Oh my God.
Cool.
Oh, I was late. The witness himself. If you recall, this bottle of perfume, which had just been purchased, was found at the crime scene. A crime scene the witness supposedly never went to. He shouldn't have known about the bottle. Good man.
No. Order. The defense raises a very valid point.
You simpleton! What's the meaning of this?
Well, witness, did you go to the scene of the crime at any point?
No, of course I didn't. I was working in a silo all day. I remember. I saw the gift the day before the crime. The girl is lying. Talon must have gotten the gift the day before.
You're the one who's lying. Mother didn't leave the ranch at all that day.
One word against another's. Defense, do you have any way to prove that your version of events is true?
Smell the what the fuck? Yeah, this fucking garbage. Okay, well, I don't know. Do we have a receipt? When you buy something, you usually get a receipt, and the receipt always shows the date of purchase. It might still be at the ranch house. I say we send someone out to look for it. Father never throws receipts away. We have a drawer full of them. The perfume one should be right on top.
I believe this idea has some merit. Soldiers, rush out to the ranch house immediately and search for that receipt.
Your Honor!
Yes, what is it, soldier?
We have just received the receipt from the team stationed at the crime scene.
Very well. Thank you. I shall now read it out.
A lot riding on this.
From Tingle's Mysterious Smells.
I don't like that. I don't like that store name at all. That's terrible.
Yes. I think I've seen that store. That eccentric-looking place in the back alley.
The back alley, you say?
You couldn't miss the blinding neon colors if you tried. It's another eye, so
We have neon signs?
I guess. Or at least like
maybe it's
just
just
the,
colors. Yeah,
the colors.
super vibrant. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gall of this nobody running a monopoly on Hylian perfume is preposterous.
Perhaps, but back to the matter at hand.
The nerve of that dunderhead! Why would anyone ever shop at a store where the owner calls every other customer a fairy?
Why is he getting so mad about this?
He called me a fairy. I'm upset.
Prosecutor.
And the balloons! Oh, the balloons! The fool popped one right in my face. I hate balloons.
Prosecutor Dragmire. Enough. Continuing on. Purchase item. 1 bottle of Rosy Rupee Land.
Oh, that's a game.
Yeah.
I will never play
My.
that.
This is quite the price. Why, I'd have...
Your Honor, please. The date of the purchase.
Ah, yes, right. Date of purchase. Why, it's March 16th, the day of the murder.
Yeah!
Order.
Yes, we got him. They were finally getting somewhere.
This still doesn't mean anything. Perhaps the witness briefly went to the ranch house for something and saw the bottle then.
Yes, that's it. That's it. I was getting thirsty, so I went back to get a drink. I must have seen the bottle then.
Oh, come on. You think we're gonna believe that?
Do you have any proof that he didn't?
Well,
Sorry, drinking water.
I get it.
I believe this calls for further testimony. As the witness now claims to have visited the crime scene shortly before the murder, we should learn of his exact movements that day.
My movements? Well, all right. There's not a whole lot to say, though.
It's unfortunate that he managed to weasel out of that. But this next testimony will be full of lies. This is my chance.
Yeah, yippee, yay!
Yeah, I love lying.
Perjury is so awesome. we
Perjury
should do
rules.
perjury.
Yeah,
Alec.
we should just keep doing that.
we should really work to get into
Well, let's commit a crime and commit
witness
perjury.
crime scene.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna commit a crime, not because I wanted to do the crime, but because I wanted to commit perjury, which is another crime.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a specific crime I want to do. It's perjury.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I have to commit a crime to get to that. So,
Yeah.
or I have to
We're gonna
witness a
ace attorney
crime.
this.
I can also witness a crime. That works too.
We can witness a crime.
You want to do a
Yeah,
crime
yeah,
that I
okay,
can
so-
witness?
Well, but I also want to do perjury, so
Oh,
we should.
we should convince somebody
Yeah,
else to.
we
Let's
we
let's
should-
look at the police.
we should-
you know what? Let's listen to police scanners and then just like go to where they're going.
no. See, what we should do is we should orchestrate something so that someone accidentally does a crime,
right, and then we can commit
Yeah.
perjury.
and then we can commit perjury.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
We're gonna be so awesome.
I'm gonna be a TikTok star.
We're gonna be true crime stars.
Oh my
you know?
God.
It's gonna be
Yes, we're gonna spawn a new generation of perjurers.
As was already stated, I had volunteered to work in the silo. At one point, I briefly went back to the ranch house to get myself a glass of water. I went back to the silo right after that and stayed there until the courier came. I haven't been back to the ranch house at all since then. At some point, the detective came and told me what happened. And wow, was that detective a fine woman.
You didn't need to add that last part, bud. It's okay.
Yeah. You're just being weird.
He's committing perjury. He actually does not think that is a fine woman.
Oh.
Oh, beheading then. Okay.
See, I haven't done anything to warrant suspicion.
Get his head off.
Eat my shoes, you brat!
Oh, pass. There has to be something wrong in there. You can't put a flawless story together that quickly. What were you doing?
Working on shipments and fulfilling orders. We send out crates of milk to milk bars all across the kingdom every day, you know?
Milk bars.
Naturally. Everyone loves a good drink, you know? And our milk is renowned as the best there is. I hear some others waters the down. Why? Oh my God, despicable.
I see. I think you said earlier that your job is to work on the structures and equipment, though.
Indeed. Town and the girl would usually be the ones overseeing milk orders. However, since the royal visitation was happening that day, I felt they needed the mines unoccupied, so I took it upon myself to do it this time. I'm gonna sneeze. For real? Is it
happening? Is the sneeze happening? Is it real?
It's real. Yeah. It's real.
Yeah!
It's real.
It's so real.
It's real. Ugh.
After the murder, they got scared the Sheikah Force investigation would delay the shipment, and that I, the great Ingo, would get the blame. Thankfully, it all went through fine.
Yeah, and you were so concerned with sending it off quickly that you wrote the wrong delivery address on it.
By you, Hylians. Ridiculous. Getting tipsy from something like milk? Bet you couldn't even handle a sip of the Gerudo's noble pursuit. A real man's drink.
A real man's drink? Aren't most of the Gerudo women?
Speaking of drinks, I believe the witness was talking about how he had gotten himself a glass of water.
Yes, of course. Moving all that heavy stuff around works up a sweat, you see? I got very thirsty.
Dark Souls message. Alex sneezed. At one point, I really went back to the ranch house to get myself some what? Didn't think to just take a sip of the milk you were handling?
No, it wouldn't be right. That milk was for the customers, you see. I just didn't want to get into any trouble.
A truly honest man. How dare you suggest he would steal from his own workplace?
Right. So, what did you see at the house?
Nothing much. I had my drink and left. I still had a lot of work to do, you see? I suppose I might have just seen the perfume bottle then. In fact, yes, I remember it clearly now. It was there on the table, plain as day.
Great.
What happened after that, witness?
They should give this treatment to Chrono Trigger, really amp up the kidnapping. Oh, that'd be sick, actually. Like
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger ROM hack for it.
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah. Back to the cell after that. Yep. And you were able to complete this so quickly on your own?
Bah, you don't know the might of the great Ingo. Yeah, pow, wham! I get things done in no time. I did almost break my back eating those crates out of salad, though. There were so many, and all so heavy. It was like a puzzle in there. Anyway, that's not important. The point is,
I haven't been back to the ranch house at all since then. Are you sure?
sure as can be, moo-ha-ha!
Never went back in, even after the crime was discovered?
Blah! They wouldn't let me in. Preserving the crime scene or some such. I couldn't even get any of my things. After I was questioned, no one gave me half a glance. I had to sleep in the stables that night. It was terrible.
Is what he just said important?
Yeah, baby.
Your Honor, I would like the witness to add his last statement to the testimony.
What? What are you trying to pull now?
Very well, witness. Please amend your statement.
Nah, fine, whatever. I didn't get to sleep or access any of my belongings. I had to spend the night in the stables.
Couldn't you have stayed at an inn?
Bah, what am I, made of money? Think, boy, I'm just a simple ranch worker, you know? Quit, you lawyers always flaunting your wealth.
Right. Sorry. Not actually sorry. I thought one night would bankrupt this guy. Just look at what he's wearing.
At some point, the detective came and told me what happened.
You know, we're good. We don't get prison. So wait, well, I need sleeper access to my belongings. I had to spend a night in the stable? What? Fuck. No, and... But... No, man. Ingo? I don't know. Fucking... I don't know if there's like... I mean, there's got to be something, right? Can you get sleeper access to any of my belongings? Night? I think there.
Question.
I think there is. Dress. This milk. I don't think there is. I don't think this like says anything important. No. Let's just finish. I guess we'll just question this last one.
I love questioning. Yay.
Could you elaborate?
She's a hard-working woman who gets to the point and takes what she wants. Not to mention her impeccable fashion sense. What's not to love?
That's not the part I wanted him to elaborate on.
Wow, he seems totally smitten with her.
Sure does. I wonder how Impa feels about it.
Perhaps when this chore of a trial is over, I could. But no, it will have to wait. You thought you could distract me, did you? The genius ranch worker ain't go see through your schemes.
He's just sticking to that story, huh? Yeah, it was a desperate fix, but it holds up surprisingly well.
I could hardly believe this same Mr. Ingo I know. He's usually so nice.
Time to press for more details. Sure to slip up somewhere. There has to be a piece of evidence for a profile waiting to... Profile? Profile fucking do. Right. Usually his work. Works in the right. He's usually...
What's up?
I'm trying to figure out what to present for this.
Yeah, I'm
They're like
unsure.
they're like evidence or profiles. I don't think any profiles would fucking do it.
Oh wait, but his nice clothes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't have. He wouldn't be able to get his clothes. This day afterwards. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Witness, there's something seriously wrong with your testimony.
What? What are you talking about?
You say you couldn't get any of your belongings because they were all at the ranch house, correct? A ranch house you were not allowed to go in?
That's right.
Well, that would imply you should still be wearing your work clothes. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but those don't look like work clothes at all.
Ah!
The defense has a point. Well, the witness appears pretty well dressed for court. I can't imagine he'd want to sully those clothes during work.
Well, what do you have to say to that?
Of course. I can explain. It's simple. These are brand new, yeah. On my way to the courthouse, I went shopping for a nice new outfit. After all, I couldn't very well show up to court dressed like a bum.
Yes, defense. Certain people have a modicum of respect for the court and show up dressed appropriately.
What's that supposed
Buddy,
to
you're
mean?
wearing armor.
This is my finest Zora suit. So you claim you bought these clothes after the crime? Is that correct?
Very much so. This morning, in fact. Why do I need to repeat myself?
Do I accept that explanation? Fuck no. You buying those clothes today is simply impossible.
What?
Oh? How can you claim so? Defense, as you know, evidence is everything in court. Either prove that the witness couldn't have bought these clothes today, or get out.
Oh. Oh, man.
Oh, because the milk was being returned, yeah?
Oh, yeah, maybe he had to be there?
I think he had to be there.
I would assume-
I think they said something about that.
This wouldn't have... No, yeah.
It was 15.
He probably had to be there, yeah. No.
I must admit I don't see the connection here.
I'm not gonna present my badge.
Because there is none. The defense is just wasting our time as usual.
I needn't have worried.
I need to rethink this.
Defense.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Hey. Strangely, one of yesterday's shipments brought during recess. Know anything else about it?
Can we look at his profile again?
We could. Works it, but that's nicely. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
We got.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What you got, my boy? What you got, Krypton? Maybe take a look through those descriptions again. And in this case, ranch owner presided over some cases, assigned a case for the others, easily angered, head detective assigned to investigate the case, witness to murder, dressed up nicely for court. What do you mean? The evidence ones, I mean. Oh. Those descriptions again? Divide the deed between the crime employees from one of yesterday's shipments and brought it during recess. Seems strangely tasteless. Return, this was not it. Ranch near burned out fire has a tiny bit of oil inside. Yeah, but this was found yesterday. For sure.
Yeah, that was found yesterday.
Bought just before the crime. Supposedly she wiped the saw clean. Found clutched by Malin at the crime scenes. Couldn't be that. Couldn't be that. Not the saw. Oh, that's not the picture. No, saw saddles, horses, axes, shovels, straws, cow nose rings. This is like
I'm lost
this is like
here.
the only thing I could think of. What's the date of the murder and the trial? It's March.
Date of the murder was 16th.
Yeah, the 16th.
And it's currently March 17th.
Yeah, maybe not. I was thinking the milk crates since those were after the crime, but it does say shortly after. Yeah. Also, what's up, Sky? I'm going. Who the witness couldn't have bought these clothes today? Get out. We're locked in here, so this is.
Yeah, look at the
This isn't a trap
inheritance again.
one. Wait, do what?
Just look at the inheritance for me again.
Yeah. Here at the ranch. Unable to divide the deed between the crown and the remaining employees. There's nothing to examine further with it. I don't have like a prompt for it.
And can we look at the picture? Because the picture's old, yeah?
The picture is old. It shows her as like a kid.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Wait. This is it. This is it.
Oh!
It's right
wait,
there.
fuck
He's
me,
wearing
you're
the
totally
clothes.
Right. We're looking at the wrong thing. Oh, God, yeah.
I would like to turn the court's attention to this.
Why, this is one lovely pictograph. Reminds me of the idyllic...
What about this pictograph, defense?
Well, just look at what Inko is wearing. This photo is from Malin's childhood, but Ingo is very clearly wearing the same outfit he has on right now. He couldn't have bought it today. Ah!
Order! I will have... Wow, I've slipped out of that.
I will have order. Why, the defense is absolutely correct. I hope the witness has a good explanation for this.
There. I think we finally got him. There's no way he can weasel out this time. You know, unless someone weasels out for him.
Isn't it obvious? Naturally, the witness knew he would need to wear his nice clothes for the royal visitation that was scheduled for that day. He brought them to the silo in advance, so he could quickly change just before the royal visitation's arrival.
Huh? Oh! Oh! Yes, of course. I needed to pretend to be presentable after all. I needed to wear clothes. I can't look like a bum in front of the most important people in the kingdom. Wait a minute, this is insane! What kind of kangaroo court is this? What's a kangaroo? The prosecution keeps making excuses up on the spot. Ingo was clearly lying about buying the clothes before the trial. He's definitely trying to hide something. Your Honor, surely you won't accept this blatant perjury. Wait, so that is a crime.
I don't know. I mean, the princess did it earlier, and I think, maybe. I mean...
Accept it, Judge. There can be no other explanation.
Well, the prosecution's explanation does seem plausible.
What?
However, the fact that the witness didn't simply say it himself, and instead made up a lie about buying the clothes is indeed very suspicious. Defense. The prosecution has posed that there is no other possible explanation for this contradiction. What is your opinion on the matter? Can the defense think of an alternative version of events?
This is big. I really need to think this through. What?
We're entering his mind palace.
Oh, it's the fucking... Okay. Ingo is acting really suspicious right now. He's desperately trying to patch up holes in his testimony to conceal his real movements. Oh my god. Why would he be doing that? He's the murderer, of course. Yeah. If it's not Malin, Ingo is the only other person who could have done this. I have to assume he did. I want to think Malin is innocent. With that in mind, why would Ingo change out of its work clothes? Why happened to make it necessary? His blood got on them. When Ingo killed Talon, his clothes must have gotten blood on them. He had to change into something else to hide his involvement. But then wouldn't the Sheikah force have found the clothes in the house? How could they have disappeared? Thrown in a fire!
Whoa!
Whoa! Ingo burned his clothes! That's it! This explains everything.
Honestly, that's kind of a cool way to visualize it, like, and use those assets.
Yeah, it is cool. I didn't think they'd bring like a later Ace Attorney mechanic into this one. But hey, whatever. It's cool. Solid mod, yeah, this thing fucking rules. I believe I can offer an alternative explanation.
Solid with a capital S here.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Judge, the defense spent far too long sitting in silence just now. They clearly have nothing. I call for a quick ruling.
And not only can I explain it, but in fact, the defense formally accuses the witness of the murder. Yeah! It's simple. The reason he had to swap his outfit and why he's been lying about the circumstances ever since is because it got stained with the victim's blood.
Preposterous. If there were any discarded bloody clothes nearby, the Sheikah force would have found them and be trying someone else for murder right now.
Why, you're absolutely correct, prosecutor. Do we need to call an ambulance for you? Because you look like you're about to have a heart attack. Naturally, Ingo couldn't have left his bloody clothes lying around. And so he used this to dispose of them.
Some Earl.
Your Honor, cast your mind to the princess's last testimony, the one where she didn't lie excessively.
The princess's... Ah, that mysterious fire.
Surely you jest. You yourself made sure we all knew how meaningless her testimony was.
And yet, with this new context in mind, it gains a completely new meaning. An empty bottle of lamp oil found by a burned out fire. Ingo used this lamp oil to quickly burn away his stained work clothes. Well, how about it, witness? My scenario explains everything. You killed Talon and then tried to hide it.
This is... No, hold on. What drivel are you spouting here? Me? Kill Talon? You already know it's impossible.
I'm too busy to kill people.
Everything you said is wrong. I have no idea what you're on about. I have an alibi for the time of the crime. I just couldn't have done it. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments, killed Talon, and tried to hide my involvement. The fire was just made for a quick breakfast. There's no mystery there. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. Poor innocent sombrero.
Fucking got me.
Now, I shouldn't have to remind you, Defense, but you yourself were surprised that Ingo was able to complete the shipment in time.
It's not that he wouldn't have killed Talon, he just didn't have the time. Just couldn't make time on my schedule. I was free next Tuesday and he died before then. Whoops.
Adding even more things for him to do in that time is preposterous.
That's right. The great Ingo is efficient at his job, but not that efficient. You ought to add means and motive, but no opportunity to commit the crime.
I would have done it had I had the time.
No, it had to have been him. I'm sure of it. There must be some trick at play here. Some kind of shortcut. I must find it.
Milk. Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just make
That's good.
disgusting noises with my mouth.
Yeah, me too.
Thing you said is wrong. I disagree, but okay. Surely my scenario is more plausible at this point than these panicked attempts to fix your story.
What's more plausible isn't for you to decide, Defense. It's the judge that makes the final call. As long as his alibi stands, I can't imagine him siding
casting.
with you.
Yes, all the loose ends have to be tied up before a decision can be made. Witness, please continue.
I have an alibi. This couldn't have done it. Yeah.
Good job.
Could you explain what that alibi is again?
With pleasure. At the time of the crime, I was preparing today's shipments of milk. That's hard work. I barely had enough time to get them done before the courier came to take them.
Well, the shipments were inspected
Gray.
by the Sheikah force as they were leaving the ranch.
Hope your night doesn't suck ass, dude.
Godspeed.
As our resident detective has told us, that they were found to be fully loaded up with bottles of milk.
That's right. The Sheikah force itself has vouched for me. There's no way I could be the culprit.
Oh, I disagree. There has to be a way. There must be. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments, killed him, man, and tried to hide the involvement. Would it really have taken that long to murder someone and burn some clothes?
It would have taken long enough to definitely make the scheme infeasible.
Completing these shipments is a rather involved process. You have to milk the cows, clean the bottles, pour the milk into them, put them in the crates, and load them in the wagon. I love working with the cows, but that part takes the longest because you only get a little at a time. So as Mr. Ingo said, the whole thing really does take a while. Paul and I usually have to work together to get it done in time for the courier's arrival.
There you go, Defense. Your own client knows this is the unshakable truth.
Okay, so there's no way he could complete the shipments and also do the killing. In that case, there had to be some way for him to finish the work faster. Just had to find it. I was just made for a quick breakfast. No mystery, ever, at all. So you had enough time for breakfast, but not enough to kill someone?
Yeah, of course. The breakfast was cooking while I kept working. Then I just quickly gobbled it up. There's no issue there. In fact, yes, I remember it even burned a bit because I wasn't completely paying attention to it. That's why I had to go get that glass of water too, you see. I had to wash it down after.
What a convenient little exclamation. But for all I know, he actually did cook up a breakfast on a fire burning blood-soaked clothes. No.
Continue, witness. We don't want to hear about your culinary adventures.
Of course. The point is just that what I've been telling you this whole time. I'm trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo.
The only people who could have done this were you and Malin. And I know Malin well enough to know she couldn't be the culprit. That leaves you as the perpetrator.
Isn't that like considered a conflict of interest?
Yeah, that is very much
Yeah.
like this would not work out.
Yeah.
Yes. By now we all know how much you value your friend. Let me remind you, though, that feelings don't matter at all here. Either show us solid evidence that puts Ingo's alibi into question, or concede defeat.
Is there any way you could have done the work faster? I'm not sure. It would be nice if there was, though. I could sleep in a little bit longer every day. Yeah, you'd think he would have shared it with you if he knew of one. Just what shortcut did you use, Ingo? Not like this court has like any laws. Yeah, could have done it. Okay, and yep, and let's court record. Yeah, let's see. Stranger tasteless. Apparently,
Well, because I think it's that, because they were talking about how some ranchers watered down their. No, the
oh well,
yeah,
apparently this is it. It's probably it'll probably come immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
One of those moments in these games where you just like, I know what it is, but I have to get the exact order right. Like I had to wait.
I mean, okay, I could see it being either one of them, truly.
Right.
Like, I guess at some point you just have to choose one. That's
Right.
kind of one of the struggles of making these. So yeah.
Witness.
What is it now?
I overheard an intriguing detail during the last recess. It seems the address on one of yesterday's milk shipments wasn't written correctly. You must have been rushing. That's how you did it.
I haven't heard anything about an issue with a shipment address. But I'll play along. Suppose you're right about it. Writing an address only takes a few seconds. Even if it was reduced to a single swift stroke with a pen, it wouldn't have saved much time at all. Certainly not enough to both commit a murder and cover it up.
It wasn't just the address. Ingo must have rushed the entire shipment.
By what method? You say he somehow completed the entire shipment more quickly? Then prove it with evidence.
Unfortunately for you, Defense, I must agree with a good prosecutor. This alone doesn't prove how enough time may have been saved. Don't you have anything else?
I thought I had it for sure. Yeah. It looks like I need something stronger. Wow, I really was supposed to just pick that one, huh? Yeah, okay. That's it. I guess you were right, Jay.
God, I'm so big brain.
So fucking smart. So fucking smart. Ah, but did you though? Did you really complete those shipments properly?
Defense, I shouldn't have to remind you that the Sheikah Force checked the boxes thoroughly. They were definitely full of milk bottles.
Oh, I'm sure it looked that way.
What are you getting at, Defense?
Here you go, Your Honor.
Hmm? Milk for me?
Are you trying to bribe the judge now? I didn't think you'd stooped so low. The Crown will be informed of this.
Oh, it's nothing like that. All I'm asking is that His Honor try tasting the milk. Just one little sip.
This is highly irregular. But, to be honest, I could use a drink. All this talking does make one's throat dry, you know.
We are actively consuming evidence in the middle of court. You've probably talked to all these guys
sippy
everywhere.
sip.
Is this like okay?
Since the defense insists, I'll go ahead and take a sip. Yum yum.
Sir, I just said take a sip, not I'll drink the whole fucking thing.
Is this what passes for milk these days? It almost tastes like water.
What? I have to agree. This is definitely not standard milk. As we've heard from the princess and the detective, Lon Lon Ranch is renowned for the quality of its products. But there's no way people would say that about milk this lousy.
Whatever. As if the unwashed masses would know the difference between quality and garbage. Where are you going with this, Defense?
It's simple, you see. I received this bottle from Detective Impa, still unopened, during the first recess. As we know, there were no milk shipments today. This must have come from one of Ingo's shipments from yesterday. It's true that Ingo couldn't have murdered Talon and also completed the shipments on his own. Unless he cheated. Ingo watered down the milk to get the shipments done in time.
Order. Yes, I suppose that would work.
Indeed. All he had to do was milk fewer of the cows. To save enough time without ruining the taste too much. I guess he used about a 50-50 split of water and milk.
This is... No! Talon!
Let me stop you right there.
Huh?
I will concede that something odd happened to that shipment. But all you've proven is that Ingo's a slacker.
How dare you!
Be quiet, you mongrel! Sure, Ingo watered down the milk. That doesn't make him a killer, though, does it?
Well, no. But now we do know that he definitely could have done it. We know he did go to the crime scene. And we know he did have the time and opportunity to kill Talon as well.
Yet there's a vital element missing still.
Huh?
Let me put it in simple terms, so even an idiot like you can understand.
What the fuck?
Okay.
This is new. Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You lacked the you lacked the murder weapon. If Ingo was the murderer, then it couldn't have been the saw.
Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought-
Wait, yeah.
And why is that?
It's simple. The girl's story about working on the fence is true, and she was using the saw then she was using the saw while her father was being murdered. Couldn't have been in two places at the same time.
I agree with this. I'm going to
Wait, look
check.
at the court record.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're already. Wait,
yeah.
the.
Well, there's only one wood saw.
Oh, okay, they only had one.
Found a clutch saw clean with this. Is there?
Yeah, wait. Can we look again just at the inventory?
Yeah.
Garden hose, bucket, hammers, knives, wood saws, just one.
It's
Yeah.
just one. Wait, why do they have flails?
Yeah,
That's a bit off. Read that line. Item. Just one, you say? For grain. Oh. Scythes? Maybe scythe. Oh, flails are used for
flails.
threshing grain. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see. Well, I guess we're going to circle back to this. Yeah.
I guess we'll say yes.
I believe we're in complete agreement on this point.
Oh.
You do realize the problems it creates for you, right?
I'm sure it can all be explained.
Ha! As if.
Oh wait, but Ingo did the fucking count.
Oh, yeah.
It was his name on it.
True.
Yeah.
But very well, let's move on to why nothing else. Blah, blah, blah.
Check something. It's the 15th.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the day
15th, and it's wood saws one
Wood
piece.
saw. Yeah.
Which I guess if you're saying it's one piece, you could, but it is Ingo who did this inventory. He could easily lie.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes away.
I see.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's bad. Okay.
Maybe. Shit. All right.
Other word.
Come from? Couldn't he have used any old thing? Huh.
Okay. Continue? I guess? Does he have anything more to say?
I need to overthink this. Anywhere Ingo could have gotten a weapon from will do. I'll worry about the exact details later. But we're just kind of fucking just improvising the whole thing.
Okay.
Where could he have gotten the weapon?
I guess.
Probably. I mean.
I mean, the inventory.
Yeah,
I
that's-
suppose. It's about as good as I can come up with.
Hey, you forgotten this murder happened on a ranch? There are plenty of sharp things. I think I'm hearing like a victory ding anytime we do something specific.
Yeah.
I think that's the correct answers. Okay.
Yeah.
That's simply impossible.
Oh, the bloody rag.
Right. Couldn't Ingo just, you know, wipe it off? Ingo just wipe it off?
Oh wait, I'm forgetting to read.
People like this aren't so sensitive, but other things like the Zoras can easily tell by smell. Naturally, the Sheikah Force employs people just for this task. Also, as the Lomlan Ranch focuses on selling horses and milk, the animals there aren't regularly butchered. So there's no good reason why any of the tools would have fresh blood on them. Any such implement would have stood out like a sore thumb.
Well, I guess it is a good point. We have to rethink this. Couldn't Ingo just disposed of it? Maybe just dispose of it in some way?
That's impossible, you see.
Okay, I think here's where we show the ranch thing. Like, it was...
Yes, the inventory.
Yeah, because it was written by Ingo.
The inventory list itself is false.
Oh, fascinating. What exactly makes you question the veracity of this document?
A B? Oh. Well, something
About it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's simple. You only need a brief look at the inventory to see it can't be trusted.
Oh, you can't just go around making such general statements, Defense. Point out what exactly about the inventory makes it suspect.
Just look here. The one who compiled this list was Ingo himself. He could have easily falsified the counts as part of his plan.
That doesn't matter.
I don't think that's true. Are you really sure nothing left the ranch? What about a few little shipments of milk?
Preposterous. Have you forgotten that said shipments have been checked by the Sheikah Force before they were allowed to leave?
That's true, but there was a place the Sheikah could have overlooked.
What in Den's name are you babbling about? We're talking about bog standard crates here, boy. Not exactly vast dungeons full of nooks and crannies to stuff things into, are they? Where could they have missed a murder weapon?
It's simple. They overlooked the bottles, I guess.
Yeah.
There was one place inside the crates that the Sheikah couldn't have checked thoroughly without ruining the shipments.
Without ruining the shipments. Oh, I need cigarettes.
That's right. Ingo put the murder weapon inside one of the bottles to conceal it from the search.
That does seem plausible.
No, wait just a moment. A weapon in a milk bottle wouldn't go unnoticed. Someone would have noticed it.
The wrong address.
Yeah, it's the wrong address, yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Okay, hell yeah.
You would be correct that a weapon showing up in someone's milkshake would cause quite a stir. If the milk ever actually made it to any milk bar, that is. You see, I overheard a very interesting tale during the recess. Word was sent from the ranch not long ago that one of the shipments was returned unopened due to being misaddressed. Well, no! Indeed. If you recall, Ingo was the one who handled all of that. Now, that's strange. The ranch supplies the same milk bars every day. Even if he had messed up the street address a little, the couriers would have known where the shipment was meant to go. How could he have bungled it that badly? It's almost as if he didn't want anyone receiving a bottle of milk with a murder weapon in it. I bet Ingo expected this box to stay in shipping limbo a while longer. How unfortunate for him that the postal service was on its game today.
Yeah, post office. Whee!
Yeah, post office! Maybe because they were worried it'd start to smell.
I believe this call.
Wait.
Oops.
I believe this calls for us to investigate these bottles of milk more closely. Soldiers, have these boxes retrieved from the ranch immediately.
Oh,
Okay, hell yeah.
that's kind of cool that they made their
That's
own
a neat-
mechanic for it.
Yeah, that was good.
This is slander. Why would I kill Talon? Sure, he's a bit of a layabout, but he did get me a job. Why do I want him dead?
The motive? That's simple. Why, I'm surprised you're even asking about it. This evidence easily explains your motive. The very inheritance document you brought to the court's attention states the following. In case of the testator's death, his daughter, Malin of Lon Lon Ranch, will inherit the ranch, unless she is unable to oversee it, in which case it shall be divided between the crown and the remaining employees.
Ah.
What?
You not only killed Talon, but decide to frame Malin for the crime as well, so you would be the one to inherit part of the ranch. That's why you volunteered to work in the silo all day. It gave you an alibi so that Malin would be the only possible culprit. Of course, you knew about the royal visitation in advance. You knew Malin would go back to the ranch house to prepare before they arrived. A perfect setup for the royals to find her next to the body.
No, no, no! What are you talking about? Talon signing the ranch over to me? Preposterous!
Did he really not know? I guess it was Dragmire who procured the actual document, not him.
Your Honor.
What is it, soldier?
The box you requested is here.
Already? That was quite fast.
Apparently the team at the ranch had already noticed something awry in it on their own. The box arrived just as we were about to rush out a courier to deliver our message.
Well, well, well. Let's see for ourselves then, shall we? The part of the shipment that proves my case is... Jesus. Curious. Here it is. From the bottle with a slight red tint to the milk. Looks like some kind of serrated knife. That explains the irregular wound pretty nicely.
How could those Sheikah idiots have missed this?
I'm sure the milk was pure white when they first checked it. It took a whole day for the blood to dissolve in it. Either way, no matter how you slice it, this proves my theory right.
That would mean the blood is really viscous.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude's got tar for blood.
I've had it. Fine, fine. You want to know why? You want to know why I really killed that scumbag?
No, what are you?
So you admit it?
Yes, I admit it. What would you do if one day after years of backbreaking labor, despite putting her all into the ranch, you were thrown away like rubbish without any reason, fired, farewell, we don't need you anymore?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, don't lie, I heard it all. I was just returning back from another day of spine-wrenching work, and lo and behold, what's this? Malin and Talon are talking behind my back. I heard it all. We'll let him go after the visitation. We can handle things without him. And so, after volunteering to work on that shipment, I quietly slipped out while the girl was busy and shanked the good-for-nothing slacker. Ah! You should have seen his face. He didn't expect it at all. So yes, Malin, I killed that lazy bum you called a father. And he deserved it.
My throat.
Order! The witness will cease his boasting over such a terrible deed. I think we've heard enough. Soldiers, take him away.
Wait just a moment. Engo.
Yes, girl? Want to apologize for what you've done?
Apologize? Me? You're horrible. We weren't planning to fire you at all. You completely misunderstood what we were saying.
What?
Had so much work recently. Well, you know how it goes with the royal visits. Always a busy time. Gotta make sure everything's in the tip-top shape. I do worry some about old Ingo, though. He's been complaining about his back recently. I wish he'd take a step back and relax sometime. Maybe we should convince him to take a vacation. Aha! Now, there's an idea. It'd do him good to just get her out for a while. I'll discuss it with him after the visitation. After things calm down and we can handle everything without him.
That's... What? A vacation for me? And I did... No! It can't be so! Please say it ain't so!
They sure are hitting him in the dick a lot.
Yeah, they're doing... Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Who let you
So
in here?
Yeah.
We have witnessed today the results of a truly horrifying misunderstanding. But misunderstanding or not, what you have done is unforgivable.
Talon was a kind man, beloved by all who had the good fortune to cross his path. His loss will be felt not only at his ranch, but all across Hyrule.
Sorry. Also, Sky, they also had chickens there.
Yeah, they had
'Cause
chickens.
they
They
were
had horses,
yeah.
chickens, and cows.
Yup.
The killer turned out to be an utterly pathetic man with delusions of grandeur. I mean, look at him. Another idiot, dressed like a clown.
He does look kind of like a clown, though. Oh. Geez, he's really laying into him. He's just upset because he lost. Because court is a game of winners and losers.
The prosecution's rant aside, I think it's time to declare today's verdict. This is just a formality, but will the defendant please step up to the stand? Young miss, I'm very sorry for the situation you found yourself in. I am very glad you appear to have such a good attorney as a friend, and we're not going to think about how this is a conflict of interest at all.
Oh, that's great. I love to hear that. I would have chosen anyone else. I'm glad to hear that there's no issues with this.
Not at all.
Aw, thanks.
We love the court of law, and we're really good at it. Now then, without further ado, in the name of the goddess Hylia and the sacred land of Hyrule, I hereby find Malin of Lon Lon Ranch not guilty. Court is adjourned.
Jay, why'd you stream these games?
Why? I mean,
How'd you do
they
it?
are fun.
They are good,
How'd I do
but
it?
how did you do it? Okay, that's a better question.
Honestly,
On your own.
no. Yeah, I did it on my, and I'm gonna be so fucking real with you right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay. I might be able to do these again. And
No, what have I done?
I might be able to do these. Got someone else to do Pearl? No, I did Pearl. I did Pearl as well. There was one occasion where someone else did because someone guested for one case.
Are you gonna like do it all by yourself again?
Probably not, but it would probably be just a small group of people.
That's the best way to do it. Just like
because
don't have like a million people.
Yeah, because it's also just like a matter of scheduling.
Right. Yeah. Well, if you do need a guy,
I will grab you by the skull.
Yay! I love Ace Attorney.
March 17th, 12:32 p.m. I will report definite money. We did it! Oh shit!
I suppose so. I guess Ingo's outburst kind of soured the mood, huh? I don't think I can ever forgive Mr. Ingo for what he's done. That's fair enough, honestly. Really, though, you shouldn't think about that for now. You're free! It's time to celebrate! Don't forget about your father dying yesterday! Drink your sorrows away! I guess you're right.
Drink so much milk.
Excellent work. I knew you'd pull through. Oh, thanks. I couldn't have done it without you, really. So, thank you. Now, that's not quite right. If you want to thank someone, I'm not the one who deserves it the most. Huh? Your Highness?
No, I'm not thanking
I'm not
you.
thanking her. Fuck off with this shit, bro. I thought you were going back to Hyrule Castle. What strings did Impa have to pull to get her here? But I realized I should apologize for what I did personally. It's an honor. There, no need to bow. Not after what I've done. Really, if not for my status, I would have probably been carted off to prison alongside that angry little man. Perjury's pretty serious, so that's probably not entirely wrong. As usual, you don't give yourself enough credit, Your Highness. No, this is fine.
They want us to show the oil.
How can you say that, Detective? I almost condemned an innocent person to prison. Yes, there are some things you should think twice about doing in the future. But it's all thanks to you that the young lady over there finally went free. And also nearly got executed, but we're not going to talk about that. Huh? Come on, attorney. Show Her Highness what I'm talking about.
The oil.
Stupid oil. The bottle. Well, it's true. Without this and without knowing about the fire, we wouldn't have had any proof to substantiate our claims. And, really, your obviously false testimony helped us to... Yacht! But just stepped on my foot! Well, there you have it. In any case, I'm sure Miss Malin isn't too upset. Yeah, man, fucking whatever. Sure?
Dan Hut! We have orders to escort the princess back to the castle immediately.
Just in time. Farewell, Your Highness.
All right, we're fucking leaving. Goodbye.
And so they left. Now then, listen to me. I know that I am perhaps being too lenient on the princess, but tough times are ahead. The princess will need all the confidence she can get to lead the kingdom through them. She needs to learn to take responsibility for her actions too, though. And she will. Huh? Her Highness is in for a rather unpleasant afternoon today, I imagine. The urgency with which she has just been escorted out of here isn't coincidental. What, is the king going to scold her? At the very least. Now then. My duties call, unfortunately, so I must be off. Again, you did well today, both of you. I trust that I'll be able to rely on you in future court proceedings as well. I'll try my best. That's all I ask. That unpleasant prosecutor seems to be making his way over here, so I'll be excusing
Oh, damn
myself
it.
post-haste. Farewell. You thought you could get away from this. You thought you could go
I
away.
thought I was free. I thought I was free.
You're
I thought I was
never
free.
free. You are chained. You are bound to fate forever. Suffer. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Front facing. Hello. Nice day we're having, ain't it?
Tell me, now, where'd that blasted detective go? To have my reputation tarnished this way by some novice attorney from the boonies.
Dramatic much? Looks about ready to burst from anger. Don't be such a sore loser. You lost. Deal with it. Yeah, we got the right verdict. Doesn't that make you even a little bit glad?
Yes, I suppose there's some worth in that. What transpired is most unfortunate. I can only offer my condolences. Just remember that it was the meddling of that idiotic princess and the stupidity of that blasted detective that led to your arrest. So if you have any grievances, take it up with them.
I suppose there is some truth to what he's saying.
Speaking of the detective, it appears she has fled from me like a cuckoo on fire. Mark my words, she will regret what she's done for generations.
Uh-huh.
There's no whipping though. No, that's
Francisca.
Francisca.
Yeah.
That's Francisca von Karma.
Well, that was sure something. I don't know if he was being sincere or just wanted to shift blame onto someone else. I wouldn't say he's entirely blameless. Never mind that. Do you think you'll be alright running the ranch by yourself? Of course, I'll come visit, but I have my attorney duties too. I'll get in touch with the castle, see if they can spare some men to work at the ranch. Silly as my father may have seemed, he really did prepare me to take over them one day, and he's taught me well. I'll make sure the animals are well cared for, just as I always have. That's the spirit. I believe in you. I really want to thank you for bringing
Yay.
the truth to light. I'm also not going to... Please don't pay attention to my hands.
Yeah, let's just not talk about that.
If it wasn't for you, I don't even know what to think about what could have happened. Don't mention it. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. And so ended a very personal case for me. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my back. Malin continued working at the ranch, hoping to make it prosper even beyond what her father was able to accomplish. I didn't really think that much about it, but the days following were some of the happiest I'd lived for a long time. Little did I know that a terrible tragedy would soon shock the entire kingdom, and I'd find myself smack dab in the middle of it. Wait, what? That's a legend for another day. Okay. I was like, don't tell me there's like actually more cases.
I mean,
It sounds
looks
like they've
might-
alluded to it like in different ways.
Yeah. Yes.
With this and like the princess murder part.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was like fucking dope as shit, dude.
That was very, very good.
Curious what other mods or ROM hacks these people worked on. I'm pretty sure this isn't the first one.
That'd be a very, very, very impressive one for a first.
Yeah.
And even then, it's still a very, very impressive mod.
Yeah.
Or
No,
ROM
this
hack, yeah.
shit does a lot of crazy stuff. Oh my god. Better than expected by a whole lot. Yeah. No, I mean, I thought it was good. Or going to be good. There he is. It's going to be good because people were saying like, oh, this looks cool. Oh, wait, this is actually kind of good. But like, I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. Ended up being. would like to see more Ace Attorney hacks or like mods for other like titles, like other
That'd be
kinds
fun,
of
yeah.
IPs.
I do love a good Ace Attorney.
Yeah. Then we cut the same energy and humor as the original. Yeah, it does. I thought they did a pretty good job with that. There's some fucking gorilla hands, dude. Jesus Christ. I think it said on the page. I can't remember, but apparently it took a few years to make it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
There's a lot of fucking people on this one. OOT NPC Maker, what? Never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Nice Blorbo cat.
Good cat.
Gato. Are you still wearing your fucking wild ass suit?
I think so.
Is this like a... Is this one of those end screens where it just stays there?
I think it just stays there.
Wait,
Oh.
scene select. Okay.
See,
Well,
okay.
extra one? What's an extra?
I don't know.
Guess we'll find out. Continue. What the fuck?
I wonder if it was just like a cut thing. Oh, meanwhile, somewhere else. Okay. It's a setup for if they do another thing.
What is this?
Never mind. I lied. I guess it's this.
What the fuck is this?
You fucking died. I gotta piss again.
Go piss. I'll go
It's so
fucking
bad.
do this.
Ugh.
Guys, the jumping is like super awkward and it makes sense because it's made in the fucking OOT engine where you're not supposed to just manly jump. This sucks, dude. This feels like shit to play. It's cool. It's funny. But God, it's so... Ah! Dude, come on, man. The first jump. Dude, I hate the controls, man. They're so bad. Dude, oh my fucking God. This is so hard. This is so hard. No, stop. Stop it. Just stop. Okay, jump. Okay, don't do. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're going. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're gonna... Okay. Stop. Okay, we got this. Oh, we're so in chat. What is this? Oh no, there's wall jumping! Oh, chat, there's fucking wall bouncing, man. This is the most jank ass wall bouncing ever. Oh, God. No! We got this. Oh my fucking god, dude, I'm so good. Oh my god, fuck off with this, man. Okay. Stop. Stop. Oh my god. Ah!
I see you lost.
Jay, there's wall bouncing.
Oh no.
Also, this is the worst platform I've ever played in my fucking life.
The worst.
It's pretty high up there. Not gonna lie. Oh, now we get the wall bounce. This is great. This is my best run yet.
There's a timer. Yeah, no, there's a timer that is.
It's making
scary.
me a little nervous. Okay. Jay, I've tried like 15 fucking times since you left. I keep dying on the first jump.
Hand me the controller. Hand me the controller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Watch this shit.
Oh, it's B to run. Okay. Yeah. Jay, you're supposed to press A to jump.
We can leave now.
We can leave now.
Go. I gotta go.
I thought you were like the gamer.
Yeah. I just am tired after the voicing and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just tired.
Yeah. Where does this continue? This is like the very end.
Yeah, because
Okay, the credits. Okay, yeah. We're okay. Get the fuck out. All right, that was dope. I love that. Who the fuck's
That was
online?
fucking great.
Thank you, Jay, for popping in and helping me voice, because I don't think I could have done that on my own. Oh my god, nope, could not have happened. Couldn't have happened.
Yeah, no worries.
Goldfish is streaming.
Oh, yeah. I think they're learning Balatro.
Yep, probably. I haven't learned Balatro yet.
Oh, it's really good.
I don't even think I own it, actually.
It's really good.
I've heard many stories. Thank you, everyone, for popping in. Jay, for being such a good voice actor. And we're gonna say hi to Katie, who I did peak with yesterday, and tomorrow I am remembering better economic times by playing Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Nintendo GameCube.
Hell yeah, egg.
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 Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.